What is up, everybody, NC?
JC and
We're back with another episode of the news. Now, as you may have seen from the thumbnail, I had so many people ask me questions. What's up with Bobby Lashley looking like a weeb? What's up with all of Noseman's favorite jobbers dressed up in these costumes? Well, if you haven't heard by now, WWE got really desperate. So, apparently, they're working with an AI platform, more likely Grok, for storyline. But hold up. Storyline, but early ideas have been described as absurdly bad. So, just a little bit more information on that. So, Dave Meltzer was talking about it, and he said that this guy named Cyrus Khorraoui was recently hired as WWE's new senior director of creative strategy. So he was formerly a producer for BuzzFeed and MMA Promotion 1. So he's introduced to the creative team by Paul Levesque, who said Khorraoui would lead WWE's transition towards AI-driven storytelling and creative services like video and graphics. So what he's supposed to be a liaison to the White House as Levesque expands his political involvement. I don't know what that means. But it was also noted that WWE is currently working with Writer AI, a platform trained on WWE content. The software's early ideas were described as absurdly bad by one person with knowledge of the situation, and Meltzer was told that it pitched a storyline where Bobby Lashley could come back as a wrestler who's obsessed with Japanese culture and history. Meltzer stated the following: "The feeling is once bugs are worked out, that AI will begin to have a major impact on storyline direction. We're aware that another promotion previously tested out AI for creative help and suggestions and found it couldn't understand pro wrestling storylines. Well, the big issue here is the fact that they're not using any of the good search engines. You're using a search engine that you basically built from the ground up and slapped your name on it and called it Writer AI. I hate to say Grok is way more trained with WWE content and dream booking than this shitty Writer AI program is. So I don't know what the fuck they're doing there, but it's WWE and their usual dumb fuckery, so here you go.
Yeah, and it's a lot of people don't understand what AI is, and they just have a misconception that AI equals crap. Well, not necessarily. AI can produce some really great music, some really great scripts. It just depends on how you train that certain large language model. So if I'm doing this, I would either use Grok or Gemini, and I wouldn't use it to generate an entire script. What I would do probably is like for like information gathering, like stats, like who wrestled who back when. I would use it for that. I would use it maybe for like certain individual segments, not the entire script, because it's not ready for that. So there's just a lot of people posting about this, not knowing what they're talking about, saying AI is awful. If they use AI in any way, shape, or form, it's bad. No.
Oh, for anybody saying that Tony Khan would never use this, that's that other promotion he was talking about. So AI overview. Tony Khan has publicly stated that he used ChatGPT to try and book an episode of AEW Dynamite. He revealed that the AI generated 2 women's matches, which led him to intervene and write the episode himself because there's not enough 8-man and 10-man tags. You need more of those if you're gonna have a Tony episode. So he was very, very not happy with it. But I will say this about the AI is that this is the new guy that they hired, this Cyrus Khorraoui guy. They hired a dude straight up just to do AI. You realize you don't even have to hire anybody. You can literally just go on Grok, go on ChatGPT.
Well, because they're a corporation, they're gonna hire somebody who knows how to use it, and that's their specific role in the company. It makes sense in that regard, but at the same time, it's like you gotta have it integrated with creative. That's the problem with all this, is it's disconnected from what creative vision is. Like Triple H is gonna want a certain thing, and the AI guy is just gonna be, coming up with like what AI could recommend for certain situations. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it's still Triple H's vision. It's just gonna let Triple H be lazier.
Well, and Dave Meltzer was nice enough to show us what a conversation between this AI and WWE is about. So Triple H said, "All right, AI, I need to book product like Vince did. Larger than life, unpredictable must see TV. All right, got it. Step 1, make people care. Step 2, pay it off. No. Let's do creative. Just drag it out for 9 months. Forget who's heel, and everyone stare dramatically into the camera. Copy that. Activating Triple H mode, generating 47 new errors and 0 endings. I believe this app. I think this is actually legit right here.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. And again, like a lot of what he's booking, it's shit that AI would book in the first place, and like not even a good AI, just like a shitty, bland, paint by numbers AI.
Well, that's basically what this Writer AI program is. It sounds to me like a shitty AI program built from the ground up that hasn't been trained.
Right. And they're still being trained. And that's how large language models work. Which is what AI is that it's needing to be trained. You need to train it on like what the parameters are that's going to work within.
Yeah, exactly. And then unfortunately, Triple H doesn't know how to train anybody. Look at fucking the PC Center. He did Triple H did NXT for 11 years. What happened? What happened in 11 years that he did it? Didn't train anything. I don't think he knows how to train anything. Nonetheless, AI. So it's going to learn the hard way, much like Triple H. But Triple H, he learns the hard way. He learned from those ratings, and he's like, you know what? I got to do something drastic. I got to do something huge. So he broke up the vision. Here we were waiting for this to happen many months ahead of time, possibly right before WrestleMania. But now Triple H, he had to pull the trigger because he's desperate. If he's doing AI and pulling the trigger on friendship and betrayal shit like this, that tells you everything. This guy is motherfucking desperate and he'll do anything.
Oh, absolutely. Like he's doing this because he's feeling the pressure. There's definitely pressure going on in that company to where they have to make changes. Something has to be done because the ratings are getting too low. And notice it's happening on Raw that they're doing this, and they're doing huge title changes on SmackDown. So all the reports saying about like there's going to be or the executives are not happy with Triple H and the way the booking's going. Well, there you fucking go. The proof is in the pudding.
Oh, and you can thank Sami Zayn for making Isla Dragunov the new U.S. champion. So this is apparently, Sami saw that Isla returned, and he's like, you know what, if I'm going to lose it to anybody, I'm going to lose it to this fucking little dork with a neck tat. So Isla Dragunov is the champion in his first match back, did not have to earn it. He's Isla Dragunov. Why would he have to earn it? Fucking WWE, dude.
Well, because like I don't think it's about earning with them. I just think they're desperate and they need a title change, thinking it's going to boost the ratings. In May, you may get 1.2 million.
For Isla Dragunov?
They're likely to get 900,000 viewers at this point. Like it's
Now, don't get me right, this is
a massive ratings bump.
They're going to build Isla into this badass champion that faces off against Gunther at WrestleMania. I guarantee you that's what they're doing with the shit.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. I mean, they're clearly setting up the Isla versus Gunther match that only the fucking match marks care about. Only the NXT whack and old takeover dorks, they fucking want. That's what they want. When you go back and watch that match, it's just 30 minutes of no selling and chops that look like shit. Like, no, it's not going to work out the way Triple H thinks it's going to work out. What's going to happen is the ratings are going to get lower and lower. He's going to be bumfuzzled. He's going to be confused. He's not going to understand why. And it's crystal fucking clear. The people that he's building up through that NXT system, from Black and Gold and now, they all lack personality. All of them. None of them are going to be people that a casual fan would want to tune in to watch. None of them.
Well, because they don't have to. They were brought in from the indies as these super wrestlers, and that's all they need to do is just go out and do super indie matches. That's all you need to do. You don't have to learn how to act. You don't have to learn how to work the mic. You don't need a character. Isla thinks, hey, all I need is a neck tat and 20 more pounds of muscle. No, dude. You've needed so much more than that for the longest fucking time. But you listen to the marks in the back. So there you go. But, one mark in the back, he's tired of it. He's trying to let the fans know that he's tired of it, but they won't listen. So Punk had to do a public address to the fans via Instagram.
We unfortunately have to have this conversation again, you fucking assholes. Do not turn up at airports. Do not show up at hotels. I cannot believe I have to fucking say this again, you fucking pricks. Do not follow people. You've been repeatedly politely told no. Respect it. You are not a fan, you're a stalker, and you'll be treated as such, you fucking prick. Respect the boundaries, stop harassing people, or I'll kick your ass. Yeah. Fucking whiny bitch.
These fans would love to get punched in the face by Punk. They're probably doing that just so they can claim, I got punched in the face by Daddy Punk! Oh my god!
I'll continue never washing my face again, guys.
It's a right of tribute for them. So, now these fans, they're going to do what they do. And Punk, you have to realize that all the fans that you're talking to right now are the same liberal dumb fuck assholes that support you and all the stupid shit you do. So it's a double-edged sword. You give or you take which one it's going to be. You got to give away these fans or you got to take their shit. Which one is it going to be?
I mean, seriously, like that's the whole thing, is that he knows what the fuck he signed up for when you want to be a celebrity, when you want to be on fucking TV every week, when you want to be this big star. Well, with that comes the assholes, the stalkers, the weirdos. Look at what Kim Kardashian has to go through. Look at what fucking Lady Gaga and Nicki Minaj have to go through. Like, they go through even worse shit than what CM Punk goes through. Yet his whiny fucking bitch ass has to complain online. This is not gonna make them stop. If you keep telling them over and over again, the only thing that will make them stop is security. That's it.
Well, Punk is a multimillionaire. Why the fuck isn't he riding in his own jet? If it's a big issue for him, I can understand, get your own jet. If it's a virtue signaling issue for the females on the roster, bro, you harass these women more than the fans do. The fuck are you talking about?
Well, all the weird shit he does over NXT. I mean, he's a weird guy. But if he's got such a fucking problem with it, CM Punk is a multimillionaire. He can easily afford to get like 2 security guards to follow him around.
Yeah, there's no excuse, man. It's bullshit. There's no excuse. But we gotta cover up a few bullshit rumors going on in WWE. One of them is that, and I believe this one, is that Cena is allegedly very unhappy with WWE's handling of the retirement tour, as he should be. I mean, honestly, he probably knew he was gonna get fucked over, but not to this extent. I think Triple H surprised him with his pettiness. Like, bro, you should know that this guy hates you. He's hated you since day one, since you were chosen as Vince's golden boy. Why the fuck would he treat you well? Look how everybody who's a Vince guy is treated under him. You burn out and then you fade away.
Right. Oh, absolutely. And like the way I look at it is like Triple H cannot be this incompetent and this stupid to unintentionally book Cena this badly. No. To me, what this looks like is Triple H gets the last laugh. He gets to have John Cena under his thumb one last time before he goes to Hollywood. And that's what this is to me. Triple H is a fucking petty, vindictive, power-playing, egotistical asshole. And there's so many wrestling fans out there that don't see it. They don't fucking see it. Hopefully more and more they see it. And I think that some of them are coming around our way of thinking here. They're seeing Triple H for what he is. The more and more he does shit like this. But you're going to have some of those very popular YouTubers that love to suck Triple H's dick. They're going to be putting him over, not telling the truth that from everything that we can see, it's crystal clear here. Triple H is using his power to put Cena under his thumb. That's all this is.
I mean, he does that to all the veterans. I mean, look at what he did to CM Punk. Gave him a title for like a minute and then yanked it away. And yeah, even Sting. He's like, Sting, you're going to compete in WWE. Well, you're doing the job to me. So yeah, that's the type of guy he is. He's an awful person, awful human being. But here's a Brock rumor for you. Apparently, some people within WWE said to have been strongly against Brock Lesnar being brought back. Well, none of these fucking idiots that are complaining make money for the company, so they shouldn't have a right to complain.
Right, and who else are you going to have Cena go up against? I mean, like, you're going to have him go up against... Now, it should have been built better, but like an ice-cold Randy Orton, like, if you had built Randy Orton up as this dominant heel who wants to be the one that takes Cena out, like, maybe now you're cooking with gas, and maybe, like, this is the way to go out. But they just shoehorn Brock Lesnar in there just because. Like, having Brock Lesnar there is not a problem. Brock is not the problem. The booking is the problem.
Oh, but apparently he paid to pee on a prostitute. He's so evil for that.
What a monster.
I mean, God forbid any of these fucking marks actually get a prostitute, which they never will in their entire life because they get turned down by him. But hey, this is what they're jealous of, man.
Well,
And they're
how
even...
many...
I'm sorry, go ahead.
How many of these marks, these fucking depraved OnlyFans paying marks, buy fucking... Like, who's that bitch that was selling cups of urine?
Okay, so, well, I can think of Shotzi. She was selling Polaroids of her turds. Yeah, for $5 a pop. I still respect her, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And then there's all the OnlyFans thoughts. Those are for sure. I wouldn't surprise me if Chelsea Green did some shit like that. But no, anyways.
Well, no, absolutely. And it just goes to show that, like, the ones accusing Brock Lesnar of being this monster are the same ones that engage in the depraved, perverted bullshit. And we show it on Wrestling Fans Being Idiots. We show how fucking crazy these assholes are. So, for them, of anyone, to be talking shit about Lesnar is just the height of hypocrisy. It is so fucking absurd.
Absolutely. But these fans, they're always going to complain about something, and these fans, unfortunately, are backstage in WWE. So, one person within WWE reportedly noted that Vince McMahon is still widely hated by almost everyone backstage due to how much of a detriment he was to the product. I'm going to say this much. If Vince ever comes back to the WWE and he goes backstage, all those fucking mark-ass wrestlers that think they're part of the IWC, that dissed him, would be sucking his dick and begging him for any sort of insight on how to better their career. Because that's the thing with Vince. Yeah, he was always a busy guy, but if you got a moment of his time, he would actually try to help you out. Triple H is like, what you gotta do is you gotta come out for the entrance and then, raise your hands up high. Then the fans react and then nothing else, that's it.
Well, it's just logic because, like, how long has Vince been doing this for? 40 fucking years. Almost as long as Triple H has been alive. Vince McMahon has been booking WWE. Like, he's gonna know a lot. He was there through all the eras. The Hogan era, the Attitude era, the Ruthless Aggression era, the fucking PG era. He's been there through so many eras. To have somebody with that much knowledge, you shut the fuck up and you listen to them when they talk.
Especially considering Vince McMahon is one of the best performers in WWE history.
Oh,
Still, to this day, he's top 3. I don't want to hear no wrestlers, dude. Vince was one of the best fucking wrestlers on the roster. He just didn't have to show it off.
I mean, honestly, there's an argument that you can make that there was no Attitude Era without Vince McMahon, and not only would there have not been an Attitude Era, we may not even have just the great storylines and angles that we had today. Like, he was so fucking crucial to everything. He was such a great performer that to make Austin the star that he was, you needed an equally evil yet charismatic and entertaining heel in Vince McMahon, and that's exactly what he did. He did his job perfectly.
He was even feuding with his children. I mean, match that he had with Shane McMahon. This guy didn't care. That's the type of, he was an entertainer, a performer, and a great one at that. And one performer in WWE is tired of all just the BS that's going on with modern day WWE. Grayson had to talk up about it, and he said, I'm one of the guys who I'm not a big fan of Unreal. I understand it's a really entertaining show, and a lot of my mates have watched it and say they love it, but for me, I love the mystery. I don't like the magician's secrets to be revealed. I think that takes balls for him to admit that, because there's all these other wrestlers that are just sucking Unreal's dick. Grayson has always kept it real, though, because he knows he's not pushed. He knows he's one of those guys that's bound to be released any fucking day, so he's just getting his shots in.
Yeah, he's gonna be one of the next people to go to TNA. Like, it wouldn't surprise me at all. And quite frankly, I think TNA would be a good fit for Grayson Waller. I think that there's no place for him to be used in a Triple H product, but in a TNA product where they prioritize goofy, charismatic people like a Joe Hendry or like an Elias. Like, I think he would fit in there.
Yeah, I mean, he's young, he's talented. I think, honestly, him and Austin Theory should consider TNA once their contracts are up.
Oh, absolutely, big time. I mean, especially Austin Theory. Like, there's really nowhere to go in WWE. He's not gonna get pushed. Triple H doesn't want to use him. Just send him off. Send him off to TNA. Send him to NXT. Fuck, let them do it to TNA or whatever. Just send him off to TNA.
Who knows? Maybe that will happen. We'll see. But I will say one person that should be on TV, but they're not. He's gotten so desperate to get his name out there that he's selling fragrances. So we got almost. He's now released his own fragrance called iBeer in a partnership with Swarovski. I'm guessing it smells like just butt funk. But who knows? Maybe it smells like Nigerian Giant. I don't know what Nigerian Giant smells like. I don't care to know what it smells like.
Maybe it's butt funk. Who knows?
It could be butt funk. Could smell like Sasquatch. You don't know. But that's what's going on with Elmos. Well, I will say though, another big guy. He's on his way out of the company. I'm surprised he even lasted this long. Rich Conlon. I'm not sure you heard about Rich Conlon, but he took a pay cut, significant pay cut during his final year with WWE. So he got lowballed like a motherfucker, and it didn't really help him because now they're not going to renew his contract when it expires next month. So here he is working this $5,000 a month NXT contract.
Oh my god.
Just so he could get released in a couple months.
Oh god. And for him, honestly, you watch him perform, like, there's nothing to the guy other than muscle. Like, that's all he's got. He's got the look and that's it. There's nothing else. So there's no promo or personality, nothing.
He hurts people too. That's not a good thing, man. It's like when you hurt people, you're not a good promo, and all you are is just some foreign dude with muscle. Get the fuck out, man. We don't need you.
No, I mean, honestly, just leave the wrestling business, go do something else. Wrestling ain't for Rich Holland. If you can't learn after all this fucking time, you're never gonna learn.
Oh, never. And just the fact he ended Big E's career is very, very crucial there too. So let's go ahead and talk about Vince. I'm not sure if you heard, but he won his case. So TMZ confirmed that Vince McMahon won his case for reckless driving. Court granted him access to a special program. Vince McMahon stays out of trouble, donates $1,000 to a charitable organization, drives legally. His case will be dismissed on October 2026. Easy peasy, dude. Just have a private driver drive you everywhere for a year. You know?
He's a billionaire.
Yeah.
He's worth like $3-4 billion. What, he can't afford a private driver? Oh, it's not a hard time. Come on, Vince can afford this, no problem. And like, it just goes to show that, yeah, Vince clearly driving recklessly. How did he get out of this case? Because it was clearly fucking to fuck up your car that badly. You had to be driving recklessly. You had to be going over the speed limit.
Well, I think what he did is he got himself a good lawyer that basically explained that he was dealing with a lot of mental distress over his good friend Hulk Hogan dying, and that led to him being in the car accident. And I think they were able to kind of make things work with that being used as a justification. And nobody was seriously hurt, at least to my knowledge. So there you go.
I mean, it just goes to show that, you know, having a lot of money, you can buy some good lawyers. I mean, yeah, it's wow, it's pretty crazy to see that Vince got away with it. But yeah, like with Vince, like if I'm curious to know what the actual story is, because like that's our thought process of what may have happened. I want to know what the real story is behind this, but you know, who knows?
I just know that it happened right around the time Hogan died. So I'm thinking, the day of, yeah, actually the day that happened. So I'm thinking that's probably what it was. He was really close with Hogan, had a lot of respect. You could see how much respect he had for Hogan after his death. So
actually, it happened literally, I think, a couple hours after the news broke of Hulk Hogan dying.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, right there, then. I mean, I think that's where there's smoke, there's fire, you know?
Yeah, I mean, there's so much smoke there. It's got to be a fire. It's like what's going to be? You know, it's got to be a fire. So no, yeah, I do think that the timing, the situation. I think Vince may have been, you know, incredibly emotional when the biggest draw, the reason why WWF became a household name, passed away. I think that it took a toll on Vince, and I think it hit him hard. And I think he was driving recklessly. He was. So yeah,
way it goes, man. But at least Vince, even in this situation, took out time to shake hands with the fans, like Taz here. Shaking hands with Taz. Look at his awesome haircut, his Pepe Le Pew, looking awesome there. And you know what's also cool about the guys? He even takes time to shake all the fans' hands. Look at this shit. CM Punk and Mercedes Moné, stop your fucking bitching. If Vince McMahon can stop and sign autographs, so can you.
At the age of 80, I mean, CM Punk's whiny bitch ass me. Don't show up in courthouses. Don't show up near my fucking security detail. Like, motherfucker, just be happy. Be happy that you have fans that care about you. Is it annoying? Yes. So then what you do is you hire security detail. That's all you do. But Vince McMahon shows you right there how you're supposed to do it. That's exactly how you're supposed to do it. Is show gratitude.
Yeah, and one thing that I'm faithful for if Vince does retake over WWE is that he would get rid of all the sponsorship bullshit and go private. Because it's all over the place. It's to the point that you go and you watch a Stephanie Vacare match and they're practically saying, Arby's, we got the meat. You know, what is up with that placement?
This pussy slam brought to you by Arby's. We got the beef. Oh,
they do. And it would be great if it said, now with the double roast beef sandwich.
Or meat to your perfection. Like, you can't make this shit up. This is like as funny. In fact, I would say this is funnier than the fucking Pizza Cutter Domino segment. It's better. It's better because it's more funny. It's just more funny to me, honestly.
Yes, it's good shit, man. So yeah, that's what's going on with WWE. But I will say that AEW, they're having a lot of problems. But Tony, at least he can get out there and let people know that he likes Lucha Libre.
Wait, how many years have you worked in ROH?
About 20 and a half years now.
Well, I want to thank you, amazing fans. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. You were great fans of Collision. I happen to love the Lucha Libre. We have one more match. It's for ROH. It's the Lucha Libre team match. And then we'll send you home. Hopefully happy. I'll come out here to say goodnight. Thank you for being such great fans. We got one more match for you. Thank you very much. That's it.
Hey, thank you, Tony. All right, folks, like Blake Drew did it again. We are ready for Fight Back.
Oh, did you see the crowd again? Oh my god. Oh. That was less than one row. Usually we see one row at those Ring of Honor shows. It's like a British hooker's mouth, dude. It's like one tooth over there, one tooth over there. It's like, what the hell's going on?
It's a mess. You got Tony Khan. He's like, thank you, one guy for showing up with the fucking amazing stuff. Fucking amazing. Like, it's not just an impression. It's what he fucking does.
It's literally like the one fan at WNBA and Family Guy. Yay!
Yeah, Lucha, woo!
Cool. You got that one fan. Hey, you know, he's trying to get the Lucha Libre wrestlers. I mean, I'm sure you heard about Andrade and everything that happened with him. So, a hold up with Andrade if you're wondering why he did one match and then faded away is there's a new TKO contract clause where if you're fired for cause of breach, then they put a 1-year non-compete on it. So this fucker's going to be out for a year. He'd be lucky to be working Outlaw Mud shows over in Mexico. Even then, he'd probably be lucky to be working that. So he's going to be probably doing gay for pay or some other shit. I don't know.
Dude, he was talking about doing an OnlyFans. I'm like, bro, no. You get like 13 gay dudes and that's about it. You know?
Dude, hey, if he does a collaboration with Only Bros, who knows?
Oh, dude, like, why'd you show up on my channel, bro? We'll make some like gay porn, dude.
The fans will love it.
Come on.
The fans will love it. What can I say?
The fans will love it.
But so, like, apparently Andrade, like, only working one match completely fucked up all of AEW storylines. So AEW sources say that Andrade's absence affected immediate creative plans for Dynamite and WrestleDream, as well as Kota Ibushi's unfortunate injury. So I'm guessing he just butt-fucked Kota really good before he left and just regularly traumatized him. So, yeah, I don't know how Andrade leaving would have to deal with Kota, but there you go.
Nah, I mean, I don't understand either, but like, I mean, what it seems like to me is that I think that Andrade didn't know that provision was in his contract, because I don't think he would have gone to AEW had he known.
Well, you get a fucking lawyer to look at it, you stupid idiot.
I know. This dumbass was like, he didn't sign, and he signs the fucking thing, and he signs his fucking life away for about a year, because this dumbass can't fucking stay clean. Is it that hard to not do drugs? Don't do drugs.
If you stuck your dick in Charlotte, probably, I don't know. It seems like, he's mentally traumatized. He's traumatized, man, you know, so.
He's traumatized, he's coping with it any way he can.
But speaking of addicts that are traumatized, I'm not sure if you heard what happened with Britt Baker, but she removed the AEW from her handle. So, could she be showing up in NXT to boost the ratings by 2 viewers? Who knows?
Yeah, 35-year-old Britt Baker. She's really gonna boost the ratings. Oh man, I can't wait to see her in NXT. Wow.
If they just make her a drug bitch with a fucking dentist drill, just smashing bottles of Jack Daniels over people's heads and drilling in their face, just make her a hardcore wrestler. That's what she was meant to be.
Yeah, she's a hardcore skank. She just wants her face to bleed, and you know, I mean, it makes her prettier. I'll give her that. And when you cover up her face, you know, it helps. But no, I mean, for Britt Baker, I think that her taking it out of there probably means that they're gonna let her contract drain, let it expire, and then maybe in a year from now or 2 years from now, she'll be in WWE.
It's like nature's wrestling. It's like nature's clown pain, man. I'm telling you. So she's got a full-on mask there. But you know, speaking of clown show shit, I'm not sure if you heard what happened at WrestleDream, but Moxley drowned Darby, and the internet freaked the fuck out. They're like, "Oh my god, I can't believe he's doing this!" It's pro wrestling, you fucking idiots. It's on a pay-per-view. Kids aren't watching this shit. It's all old fat neckbeards. Like, what the fuck are you tripping out about? I honestly thought it was like, you know, it wasn't enough. Where was the piranhas? Where was the electric eels? Where was the leeches?
Right. It's so fucking like, oh, he's drowning him in a fish tank. Big whoop.
So it's come from the same guy that chokes people with plastic bags. Why are you fucking surprised?
I know, right? It doesn't make any sense to me as why people are freaking out. It's a fucking aquarium, dude. Chill.
Yeah, it's Darby. He's used to drowning himself and getting close to suicide. If anything, it probably made him happy. So, but Tony, apparently, he's so happy with Jon Moxley's performance that he granted him the biggest compliment he's ever received. Tony Khan names Jon Moxley as AEW's modern day Harley Race.
God, no, come on. Really? Harley Race would beat this fucking pussy into a coma. Are you kidding me?
It pissed off Ace Steel so much that he said, "Count this is one of the dumbest and most blasphemous things I've ever read. Utter crap, really infuriating, zero comparison." They're both bald fat guys. I mean, there's that.
But I mean, Harley Race. I mean, if we're comparing the toughness of Harley Race to Jon Moxley, they ain't no fucking comparison. Harley Race is a million times tougher. So yeah, I agree with Ace Steel here. CM Punk's fluffer. Ace Steel, speaking the truth, give him credit.
Jon Moxley is just basically the ringmaster if he got a really bad gasoline addiction and destroyed his brain. That's what he is. So
he's the gasoline master.
Exactly. So that's what's going on with that guy right there. Let's go ahead and talk about some unfortunate injuries that happened. I don't know the background, but let's talk about some Breaking Bones news. Not sure if you heard about Jacob Fatu, but he's out. So non-wrestling related injury. I don't know. I guess I don't know. Maybe he ate too much of the barbecue and exploded his stomach. I don't know what's going on, but non-wrestling related injury. And he's going to be out until 2026. So
damn,
it's rough.
Wow, we're really missing a big draw here.
Yeah, that's probably why I had to drop the title. So there you go. But you know what? One of Triple H's favorites, though, he can't hide it anymore. WWE keeping Seth Rollins' injury detail under wraps. So if you haven't heard, it's a torn rotator cuff. Not good. That should keep you out for a little bit.
Yeah, no, he's going to be out for a little bit. He's going to have the surgery from what it seems. And yeah, so we're probably not going to see Seth until at least WrestleMania, maybe the Royal Rumble. I mean, it's going to be a while.
Oh no, he's gonna be out probably till Rumble, and he'll probably force himself to come back so he can win that shit or come close to winning it. So yeah, this is what you get is you get Seth Rollins doing his stupid shit. And I want to show you just how fucking reckless Io Sky is. We talk about how reckless she is, but you need to see it for proof. Look at this. Look at what she did to Rhea Ripley over in Japan. And Rhea's smiling. She's smiling about it, looking like John Bernthal and smiling about that shit.
Yeah, well, no, shit happens. Wrestling injuries happen. It's a ballet. It's a sport, whatever. At the same time, you got to be able to work safe. And if fucking Io Sky can't work safe, is that who did this, Io Sky?
That's what it looked like from their match in Japan. They were fighting over Japan, and that happened right afterwards. So that's what I'm thinking happened.
Io Sky's got to work safe. She's got to learn how to fucking work safe. And learning how to wrestle in New Japan, that style does not translate well to the States because you're gonna fucking injure people.
Absolutely. So yeah, that's what's going on there. And I mean, Rhea, she worked herself into this. Here you are making out with Io Sky. She's gonna fucking knee you in the face because she ain't gay. So that's how it goes. I did forget to show you one AEW clip. This is one of the worst spots that I've seen on a Dynamite. Look. They don't even fucking try it. Like, this pisses me off. And I saw one other clip of like Wheeler Yuta trying to do a chop block and he was off by a foot. Like, is it bad to connect with the wrestler now? Is that like, are you like gonna get a talk down backstage if you make even the slightest connection with the wrestler for a wrestling move? That's
the problem is that there's nobody to fucking help to put anyone in place. Is Tony Khan really putting people in place? No, absolutely not. So when they go out there and you got the Kenny Omega Strawberry Jam blood coughing up segment, you got what we just saw there and all the fucking other professionalism you see in AEW. It happens because the place there's no pressure for them to be well run. It's just go out there and have fun, do your shit, and that does not work.
Yeah, All Friends Wrestling will never work out, and that's why I kind of hope Cross doesn't go there. But at this point, I'm hoping he gets a payday because it's to the point where he's wrestling in abandoned office buildings. That's something that I was waiting to see since the NXT Stillborn Michigan days when they would wrestle in the abandoned office buildings. I was waiting for something like that to happen. At least Cross finally did it. But he deserves more than wrestling in an abandoned office building with a 7-foot ceiling. Come on, man.
I know, come on. Like, you gotta but if you're Cross, you gotta plan that better. You gotta know that the ceiling is like 2 feet high. So you gotta plan that better. But like, yeah, Cross deserves better, dude. Honestly, at this point, go to TNA. You know what's funny? The other day, like I was curious. I'm like, you know what? Because I asked myself, like, how many people on these rosters do I actually like? And I have the numbers. I got JC's numbers. When it comes to AEW, I like 6% of the roster, roughly, which is like not much because they have 159 people on the roster. When it comes to Raw, I like about 7%. SmackDown about 6%. TNA, this blew my mind. I looked at the roster, like, okay, I like them. I took the total number. I like 20% of TNA's roster right now.
That's good, man. I mean, 20% is better than 6 and 7% that you're getting with the others. That's what I'm saying. It's for anybody wondering why we don't do too much live coverage of AEW, NXT, SmackDown, Raw, TNA. It's because it's very hard to watch, man. Like that's why we're doing a lot of attitude era shit, a lot of indie shit, just basically to switch things up. We're tired of just how these companies are mailing in. So hopefully with AI, then using it, maybe they get better. We'll see what happens. But it's time for Bonners, Wrestlers and Marks. We talk about these mark-ass wrestlers that are ruling the industry. Start off with Isla Dragunov. After he won the United States Championship, he said, "Paige shall entertain you." No, because I'm not a fucking mark. I don't watch your matches, so it doesn't entertain me. You don't entertain me.
No, he's just so fucking full of himself. He's such a dork. Like he does not realize like how much of a dork he comes across. He does not come across as cool or edgy or badass. He's just a fucking nerd. He's a dweeb. He's a geek. That's what he comes across. And look, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to say like they are not aware in WWE of how this guy comes across to a casual fan. To a casual fan, they're going to look at how small he is and how ridiculous he is. They're going to go, I'm going to take this guy seriously. Come on now. So like honestly, it would not surprise me if the rating went down. I think it will go up just because it can't go down consistently like this. It's got to go up sometime. But yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just a situation where with Isla Dragunov, he's not going to do anything to benefit the show. He's not going to do anything to help out anybody. That's how it is. But Sami Zayn thinks he's going to be fucking amazing. He thinks that if I let Isla be the one to dethrone me, that's really going to put the SmackDown over. It's not going to help at all. You have to understand that what you have done, unfortunately, is you have done a downgrade. I hate to say this. I do not like Sami Zayn, but this is a downgrade from Sami Zayn because at least Sami Zayn can kind of talk on the mic a little bit. Not really, but kind of. What can Isla Dragunov do?
At least Sami Zayn has fans. At least Sami Zayn was over to that casual audience to some degree. Not many of them, but some of them. This guy, it's just such a fucking turn out of left field. It's just too soon. Like, who the fuck is Isla Dragunov? Why should I care about him? If you're gonna put the title on him this quickly, tell me who he is. Like, pretend like I haven't seen him before.
Absolutely. So yeah, this is what's going on, man. And with Isla Dragunov, unfortunately we have to deal with this shit. But you know what? We got weebs and dweebs all over the internet, and it seems that Bianca Belair is one. So here she is with an e-girl. Come on, Bianca, you fucking dork. What are you doing hanging out with e-girls for?
Oh, you got big boobs, but other than that, come on now. What are you doing?
All right, JC, I gotta take care of something, man, because I got this fucking retard that keeps on spamming the chat. So I'm gonna put a video on. Actually, I'm gonna put something on. You talk about it while I go take care of this. So talk about Indy Hartwell and her adding in moaning sounds to her pillow fight. Excellent, fucking idiots.
Yeah, no worries, man. So yeah, Indy Hartwell. God damn it. Yeah, she's doing. Yeah, so Indy Hartwell's doing some stuff says added in moaning sounds to her pillow fight skit with Dexter Lumis. I mean, hey, they're trying to spruce it up somehow. I mean, you see her in TNA right now. There's really not much to talk about there. So yeah, they had to do something. So yeah, I'm glad they tried to make her more entertaining. They tried to spruce her up a little bit, but yeah, they had to do something there, man. Because she just in and of herself just not getting it done personality wise. She really isn't. So yeah, it's pretty crazy.
What this tells me is that she can't act, so they had to add in the moaning sounds. That's what that tells me.
Right, no, that's what it tells me too. It's just so ridiculous, man. It really is with her. Just move on from her. Move on.
I don't understand why they're even keeping her around or pushing her. She's awful.
No, she really is. I wouldn't watch her match at that fucking Bound for Glory show. She sucks. There's really nothing there for her to do. She's just like an interchangeable Australian chick. You keep her, you fire her, whatever. It doesn't really matter. So I think they still got to keep adding more talent to that women's division. So yeah, for sure.
Yeah, she's garbage. Now let's go ahead and talk about Io Sky. What she had to say. Go ahead and cover that.
Yeah, no worries. So yeah, Io Sky says that her strength is pro wrestling. Oh god, compared to her promos. Yeah, no kidding. We couldn't tell. I am not the frequent English speaker. Really, I couldn't tell. I'm flabbergasted. Color me shocked there. English is not my first language. Wow, I'm learning that for the first time. I thought, what is my strength? My strength is the wrestling. Actually, no, it's not. You're injuring Rhea Ripley. Why am I the WWE roster? Why wrestling is why I'm here? Why am I the WWE roster? I think it's just fucking big fuck Mark in charge of creative. I have so much passion. Of course, promo too. You mean promos. Plural, more than one. But I understand that promos are hard. What you do is you get a fucking manager, you get a mouthpiece to work with you, to translate for you. That's what you do. Yeah.
Even then, how are you in this country for this long and you have not learned English? You egotistical fuck. That's what it says to me is ego. When you live in the United States for as long as she has, or at least compete in the United States, I don't care if she flies from abroad. You compete in the United States, you're a star here. The very least you can do is learn English. It's super easy nowadays with apps like Duolingo, with the Rosetta Stone. There's ways that she can quickly learn English. To me, she's just being a lazy piece of shit. She's like, they suck my dick enough on my wrestling ability. I don't need to learn English. I could be their beloved Japanese Joshi.
Yeah, well, and that's the issue is that with Triple H, there's no pressure. It's just go out there and put on a 5-star banger. That's the problem here. Like, this is why you don't want to have these veteran wrestlers in charge of creative, because they're going to want it to be treated like a sport. It's not a sport. It's supposed to be a soap opera. That's what brought it to the top. That's what made it so big in the Attitude Era. They didn't care. The fans back then, the vast majority didn't give a fuck about the matches. I'm sure they were entertaining, and they were, but they cared about the characters, the stories, like Sable going out there, handprints standing on her tits. That's what they want to see. They didn't want to see 5-star bangers from like Perro Aguayo versus Taka Michinoku. That's not what they fucking tuned in for.
Right, exactly. They didn't care about any of that shit. But Io Sky, though, she appeals to these fucking neckbeards because they're boring fat dorks. And she's like, when asked what she likes to do outside of wrestling, this is what she does. She sleeps and eats ice cream.
I couldn't tell.
Good lord. Hey, I can look at the SpongeBob ass and tell.
Yeah, the chunky arms, the chunky SpongeBob ass. It's like, yeah, we can tell you're packing on the pounds there, not in a good way. Like, that's the thing. It's like, there's some women, like, the way they're built, like, you pack on the pounds, like, you can go to the right places and look good. Io Sky ain't one of those women. So just, like, be careful with what you eat. Focus on eating healthy. It'll make you look better.
She's built like a Japanese honey boo-boo. That does not help her.
No, it does not help her at all. And then with the sleeping, I mean, shit, you sleeping is more entertaining than you talking. So, hey, you know what? Go ahead and sleep more. In fact, make that your gimmick. Pair her up with the sleep witch and just make them the fucking the sleep witches or sleep. I don't know. Do that.
Have you noticed that all these wrestlers, like a lot of these female wrestlers, one of the big things that they like to do is sleep. Liv Morgan and was it Raquel Rodriguez? Oh, we love to sleep. Is that like code word for she likes to fuck?
I mean, it could be. They're sleeping around.
Could be. I'm just saying. Think about it. So, speaking of, Io went swimming with CM Punk. They had to play with the cocas and other underwater sea cucumbers in Australia. So,
yeah, touch my fucking sea cucumber. Yeah, play with this sea cucumber. Oh yeah, see how my stuff shoots out. Yeah, squeeze it harder. Yeah, squeeze Papa Punk harder. Yeah,
that's what's going on. I guarantee you.
Oh, Punk, you fucking sick freak. Like, why is he not with his wife? Like, he's doing all this weird shit with these chicks who aren't his wife. This is weird. Like, how can people not call him out for it?
It gets better.
Especially standing next to the Australian born. I've wanted to do this for a long, long time. Get ready. Always serving continuous brutality. Tell you certain things in the States, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah, I said cunt. I'm so cool. Yeah, I'm serving her my cunt. She said, can I stick my wee-wee in? And I said, go ahead, big boy. Yeah.
So yeah,
CM Punk is a pussy. I'm convinced.
He is CM Pussy. Let's just call him that from now on, CM Pussy. But yeah, he's a very strange man that keeps on doing strange shit. And I want to go ahead and show you what happens with Punk when he does stupid shit with women. Where is it right here? But not only with women, but also with Rhea's sister. He doesn't care about age.
She's only 17. They get older, or no, they stay the same and I get older, yeah.
That's what he is. He's a fucking pervy character from Dazed and Confused. That's what he is. He's Matthew McConaughey's character.
In the flesh, baby.
In the flesh, baby. Look at him. Look at this fucking weird. Look at him. Look how weird he is.
He's a weird dude, man, and nobody calls out that this dude is proudly smiling and standing with a young woman. And it's just like, I know they're just, this show's not fair, you fucking idiots. It's like, come on.
Hey, so is Roxanne Cora, and we know what happened.
Yeah, I mean, they start out as fans and then they become something more, It's very weird, and nobody wants to fucking say shit about it. It's weird, dude. But yeah, let's go ahead and let me show you some other stuff here. Okay, so there's that. But apparently he met this guy, Kikaturi. The last time we met was when I visited his house. Before that, it was when he was the ECW champion. After 11 years, I get to see an old friend. Stay healthy, injury-free, none of those, and keep doing your best. Let's meet again. And knowing Triple H, he would be desperate enough to sign this fucking jobber in a plastic mask. I'm just saying.
Let's sign Kikaturi. Yeah, we need him. We need more draws. I mean, the casuals have no idea, but the real wrestling fans know who he is. That's all that matters. And if the ratings go down, Nick Khan will keep sucking my dick, so I'll always have a job. Well,
you for sure knows, man. Getting a guy like Kikaturi is very good for getting that Noah deal going. It's just another shitty Japanese idiot that nobody's gonna watch, but at least we got to the WWE better.
I mean, did they really need CM Punk for the Japanese show?
Well, I guess at this point they're trying to do anybody they can, bring in anybody they can to basically draw. They're desperate. In any climate it is. It doesn't matter if it's Japan, America, UK, Mexico. Punk will be working them all at this point.
I don't know if you heard about the ticket sales recently for the SmackDown that's coming up near, I think it's on the 29th. Dude, it's not even like halfway sold. Like it's barely halfway sold.
Oh, that
shit's not going to sell out.
It won't, because what's the reason for it to sell out? You're seeing this all over the place with the foreign shows. We keep on trying to tell people is that they're burning out the market. We keep on trying to tell you guys, but people are like, a lot of people want to believe that Triple H is truly in a boom era because he's giving them the wrestling that they want to see. That's unfortunately what it comes down to, is they get lost in the illusion. And Triple H, he's a master of illusion, I'll give him that, but his illusions are failing. And they're seeing right through the veil, which I like. I really like that. But Punk, he makes sure to get matching tattoos with Raquel Rodriguez and Rhea Ripley.
Oh, for God's sake, this is so fucking weird, man. Like you don't do this with you do matching tattoos with like best friends or like your wife. Like that's what you do matching tattoos. You don't do matching tattoos with like Rhea Ripley and who's the other bitch, Raquel Rodriguez. That's fucking weird, man. That's really fucking weird. Unless there's shit going on that we aren't hearing about.
After seeing this clip, I think there might be. We know better.
We know better. Come on. I mean, you could just see it right there. It's so absurd. It's just so absurd and over the top. It really is. We know what's going on. What's probably going on is what he did back in NXT. Just saying.
I'm befuddled how none of these teenage dickhead fans, none of these 16-year-old girl fans are saying this is a 47-year-old married man doing this shit.
Right.
None of them are saying that.
Like, why don't they ever bring that up in context? Like, this guy is married, but like, just say like underneath that, this guy is married BTW. Like, I'm just saying, like, this is like you don't see this. Like, this is very fucking weird behavior.
Because he's a virtue signaler. That's the whole thing with these just incredibly retarded, hypocritical liberal smarks. Is it doesn't matter if you have a overwhelming closet full of skeletons with fucking bones spilling out on the floor. They don't give a shit. If you preach their liberal ideals, they'll stick up for you. They'll do anything they can to defend you, even though Punk couldn't give a fuck less about any of these fans. So you can see how he treats his fans. He does not respect them, doesn't like them, thinks they're annoying. That's how he is. He's a shitty person. And that's unfortunately the thing about it is these fans are so tone deaf. They can never for their life realize that CM Punk doesn't like them and doesn't even care about their ideals. I guarantee you, when it comes down to it, he just does that shit just because he knows he'll get the fans on his side. I think he's smart enough to politic in that manner.
No, he knows what he's doing. He knows exactly who the fans are. He knows exactly what the fuck he needs to say and what he needs to do, and they'll never call him out for it because they're either afraid that they'll have other wrestling fans coming after them, or they'll be dealing with bullshit. Like this is the place they all want to fucking fit in. I don't care about fitting in. I care about calling it like it is. And and so like we're not gonna fucking tout out some agenda like some asshole with 173 subs on YouTube. No, or 173,000 subs will do on YouTube. No, we're gonna tell you what the fucking truth is, what's actually going on. We're gonna from day one tell you Triple H is a horrible booker and should not be running WWE's creative. Even when people disagree, even when it will become popular to promote Triple H and say he's the greatest thing ever. No, we knew better. We knew better because we've seen enough wrestling to know what he's good at and what he's not good at. What he's not good at is creative. He proved that with NXT Whack and Old.
We got a Gady 3'6" clip later on for you guys that shows off the hypocrisy. I love it. Wait, yo, we gotta show you Dominic's new shitty neck tat. Look at it. Look how fucking stupid this tat is. All this says to me, dude, is you are one traumatized little boy. You keep on getting tats, bro. It don't make you look like a man. You just look like a skinny meth addict. You look like a skinny Mexican version of CM Punk at this point.
Skinny Mexican Punk. Oh my god. Oh man. No, he does not look tough. Like Dominic, if you want to look tough, go to the gym, start gaining muscle, build up your muscles. Don't worry about the fucking tattoos. They don't look cool. They're not making you look any cooler. Just that neck tattoo looks so fucking stupid. It didn't look good for Cody. It doesn't look good for you.
Well, that's the thing too. Is like right back in the day, whenever he would get injured, he would come back juiced, like fucking 30 pounds extra muscle. Get your dad's roid stash and put on some muscle, bro.
You know what's funny? Just out of curiosity, I checked out Don Tony's show the other day, and he's got a fucking picture in his background of the Pringles guy with the mustache and the Dominic haircut. This motherfucker looks like the Pringles guy.
Nice. Okay, that's a fair comparison. I like that. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we gotta show you how much of a mark Triple H is for Stephanie, and I'm not talking McMahon. I'm talking about Vic Hair. So he said, "An entrance is more than music and lights. It's creating a moment. It's defining who you are. It's Vic Hair is a stare." So this right here tells you that Triple H, all he gives a fuck about is the entrance. That's like literally every video you see from Unreal. It's him with some jobber saying, "And then when you come through the curtains, you raise your hands up, the crowd pops, and then the smoke comes out, fireworks. You turn back around, you flex, and then you turn back around again, and you show off to the crowd." Like that's every fucking Unreal clip. This clip with her, every clip that you see. That's all he cares about is entrance.
Can I point out the blatantly obvious? Where is she looking? What is she looking at right now?
At my tiny kiak.
At my little kiak. I mean, at least she services it. I like my fucking bitch of a wife. It's something.
It's so much of an improvement, I'll give him that. But Triple H is feeling the pains of old age, so he was practicing the entrance with Stephanie McMahon, and this happens.
So and just come up a little slower, right? So when you're down here and you hear the bang.
Did you hear that? One more
So
time.
and just come up a little slower, right? So when you're down here and you hear the bang.
Damn! Homeboy's knees are cracking like popcorn.
Good God, I mean, yeah, he's not in good shape, man. I mean, people wanting to be back in the ring. No, his knees are clicking right now like a fucking remote. They're clicking.
He's gotta take the glucosamine 3X, man. Step it up.
Yeah, his joints are fucking, they're cracking on him, man, big time. Yeah, dude, like, it's Triple H is fucking weird, man. Just do your fucking job. Don't worry about, like, being their daddy. Just be the head of creative. Vince didn't do that shit. If Vince did exactly what you saw there, swap out Triple H with Vince McMahon, everybody would be shitting on it, calling him a creep.
Absolutely, there we are. That's the thing is they're digging up all sorts of clips of like him staring at Stephanie's cleavage like a creep when she's wearing the wedding dress. Yeah, they're doing. Trust me, they're trying to do everything they can to discredit Vince McMahon when and if he comes back. But that's the whole thing about Triple H. Is he doesn't give a fuck about any of Triple H choices. I mean, for every wrestler that he fires, he's got a team of replacements. So he got rid of Cross and Scarlett. Well, you know, you got Team Cross and Scarlett at home. So here you go.
Yeah. Hey, what did SmackDown get last week? 1.025 million.
He's a boring fuck from Amsterdam. At least at the very least, make him a pothead kickboxer. That would be fucking hilarious. Instead, he's just, I'm a boring guy that acts like boss CM Punk, and I come out with my Mexican rat wife, valet. It's like, who cares, man?
It's like we're going from Cross, who's a big, strong, imposing looking dude covered in tattoos, who looks like he could kick your ass, to skinny, meth addict looking Alistair Buttcrack, and then you go from Scarlett Bordeaux, who's hot as fuck, to Zelina Vega. Downgrade in every regard.
Massive downgrade. But this is what we deal with the pro wrestling. It's very, very sad. I will say that we have to deal with Don Callis' stupid fucking antics. I don't know who the fuck he's getting to paint these pictures, but they must have a chunk of their brain missing if they're wasting their talents on Don Callis and Kyle Fletcher like this. It befuddles me. You can read it, but it befuddles me that this person has legitimate talent and they're wasting it on shit like this.
I agree. They're wasting on a fucking Kyle Fletcher and Don Butthead over here. The Proctor Star is the greatest athlete AEW will ever see.
Is he buck naked with the belt only covered? Good lord.
Of course he is. He's the leader of the gay mafia. I think that should be his gimmick.
I'm telling you, leader of the Canadian gay mafia, there's money there. Because at least then he could bring in all the other gay Canadian charisma void wrestlers, like Speedball McBailey. Bring them all into his faction. Have like the gay charisma void Canada faction. There you go.
It'd be like half the roster.
I know. Exactly.
Canadian gay mafia.
Hey, the fans would be behind it. You know that much. LGBTQ, right?
Oh yeah, they would all be wanting to be inducted in the gay Canadian mafia. All of them. Like they'd be lining up one after another. All these like fucking 400-pound neckbeards with their flat bill hats and their big fucking stinky AEW shirts. Oh, could I be with the Canadian gay mafia, please? Mr. Don Callis.
They don't have the work rate. What can I say? Maybe one of these days.
That's what Don says. You don't have the work rate. When you're as good as take a shit up, then I'll entertain it.
Oh, never be good as a living god like that.
Damn right. Oh man.
Oh, so we learn new things and interesting things about Tony Khan every single day. So apparently, John Alba, if this is true, he said Tony Khan revealed that Luthez was on his AOL buddy list when he was 12 years old, and they used to talk wrestling together. What a world. How does he even know that that's not just some fucking fat pervert pretending he's Luthez just so he can get a 12-year-old boy to come over? You know? I'm just saying, does he really believe that Luthez would talk with fucking Tony Khan? Either that or Shahid had to fucking pay this guy off. One or the other.
Yeah, the Luthez guy's like, oh, you sound really sexy. Why don't you send me a dick pic there, buddy? Oh, fucking check. Luthez, let's see my fucking dick. Let's see my fucking dick. Hold on. Send.
How many stars? How many fucking stars?
I'll give it 2.5 stars. You gotta work on your dick right there, buddy.
And then from there, Tony started working on his dick rate. He was obsessed with it. Obsessed with the dick work rate. But somebody is obsessed.
I can test he's putting out everything.
Yeah. But speaking of weird work rate and fetishes, let's talk about Tony Atlas. Real Daddy Mo said Tony Atlas loved by Vans. This is the thing about Tony. He don't give a fuck if you step in dog shit. If you have a pussy, he will stick that fucking shoe in his face.
He's a weird guy who loves the feet.
That he does. It's very, very strange. So
I'm surprised he's still alive. Like out of all the people that have croaked, he's still alive. Like, hey, I'm glad he's still alive, but I mean, just saying, you know.
I mean, in all fairness, I mean, he's jacked to the gill, so he's probably on juice. I don't know how he can afford it, you know, because even back in that documentary back in the day, he was struggling. So I don't know. Maybe he's like just one of those naturally big dudes. Could be. So yeah, that's what's going on. He's sniffing Danny Mo shoes, and Neon Ninja's like, yeah, I get to be the cut cheerleader. Yeah, he's all excited. Fucking weird. These wrestlers are weird, dude. They're so weird.
They're fucking weird, man. Like these are the kind of wrestlers they're gonna be stuck in the indies. They're gonna be an MLW if they're lucky.
Yeah, straight up. So you know what though? That chick in the back you see dancing, she is now Ultimo Monet, 11-time women's champion. So she has 11 different belts. Beat Mina Shirakawa for the TV title. What's the fucking point of this? Like, you're not ever gonna be Ultimo Dragon. Ultimo Dragon could wrestle circles around you even at his old age nowadays. This is it's such mark shit.
Right, I mean, and the problem with it is, like, the neckbeards getting all mad about, oh, she's gonna beat Chris Statlander, and Chris Statlander deserves more. Chris Statlander was lucky to be at the top of the card, you fucking marks. Chris Statlander has the personality of a fucking empty cup of coffee. Like, she's got no fucking personality and no right to be in the top of the division. Just because she's a big chick with a big jiggly butt does not mean that she deserves to be at the fucking top of the division. I hate to say it, Sasha Banks, because she's at least built herself up in WWE, more of a fit at the top of the division. At least makes a little bit more sense.
The most charismatic we've ever seen Chris Statlander is her doing a shitty rap from back in the day with Max Caster. That is the peak of her charisma, the peak of her talent right there. She's only gotten worse over time. It even got so bad that Tony Storm was making fun of her bad promos by laying down in the ring and fake sleeping while she cut a back-to-back promo with her. She is the worst promo that has ever been there. At least with Monet, she's annoying as shit, but she's a name. I'll give her that.
I mean, she's a name, and people know her. A lot of the marks hate it. Yes, I think they'd all fucking whine on social media. Chris Statlander had a red cut short. Fuck you. Chris Statlander sucks. They tried to pair her with Harley Cameron to spruce her up a little bit, and that didn't even work.
Yeah, it's just what the thing is. There's nothing there. It never has been. She's not even a good work rate wrestler. At least with Monet, like we said before, there's some sort of star power there. Not by much because she's not doing much with the ratings, but then again, when you give her own creative staff, that's what you get. So
yeah, you get what you get when you give Mercedes creative control. And they'll say, oh, we don't give bullshit. She does that Hulk Hogan. That shit don't work for me, brother, all the time. We all know it. Even the marks know it.
Well, and we only have one old school road story. So not much of a road story, it's just a picture, but I had to show you Young Punk. I like comic books and Wiener.
Yeah,
that's what it is right there. Young Punk.
I bet he was doing that shit back in the day.
Oh yeah. Well, he went through his Eminem stage. We've all seen those pictures. So we've never seen the comic book dork stage, the neckbeard stage. So this is interesting.
Here it is.
Here it is. We show you everything here on the news. You see the bright side, you see the bad side, you see everything. And you also see Darby Allin doing stupid shit on Ariel Helwani show.
I'm literally breaking down mental barriers in my mind every time I do something crazy. I'm always breaking down. Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you, Rick. Appreciate that. Oh yeah. Okay. Wow. Okay.
I'm breaking down mental barriers.
Why did you just do that? Okay. All right.
Breaking down mental barriers in my mind every time I go out there and do something crazier because it's coming from a life of just being told you're not going to amount to shit, and you spend your whole life believing what those people are saying. So you're like, oh, I guess I'm just going to work at a fast food job the rest of my life. A lot of standing on my feet, working for somebody else. And you believe that. But the moment I started doing crazy shit, it made me feel like anything was possible. So I go out there and just go crazy in high school, jump off a roof into a bush or something. I'm like, oh, I'm getting mentally stronger. So the crazier I get, the more confident I get.
Yeah, the more meth I do, the more confident I get. I mean, look, Gigi Dallin, say no more.
Right. I mean, seriously. I mean, he's a fucked up dude. He's a fucked up dude. He medicates himself by jumping off shit, not by getting help.
No, I mean, this is just what he does, but this is wrestling, you know? So, you know, Darby, if you want to do what you got to do to make yourself feel happy, we support it here at TWRP. But now it's time for AI News, where we show you a lot of AI shit. So as you may have realized, ever since the invention of the time machine known as Sora, we've been able to see all these multiverses and what would happen in certain universes. People that we never knew could be wrestlers are becoming wrestlers, such as Ronnie James Dio, who did a holy diver moment on John Wayne.
Dio flies! Senton bomb for the heavens! The table is shattered! John Wayne is down!
Fantastic work rate.
It's amazing. It's amazing. All 50 pounds of Ronnie James Dio was able to get him through that table. And you know what? Ronnie James Dio, he's fucking amazing.
Yeah, he was a pre-cut table, so he got lucky there. But you know what? Some musicians, they don't have to use tables to excite the people, such as the case with Jimi Hendrix and Kurt Cobain, who had a guitar jam off.
Gentlemen, it's solo time! Show us what you got! Let's make it dirty. Bring it on, brother.
Like, Kurt just fucking stood there.
It's like, whoa, what? Dude. Huh? Dude. Like, that's fucking cool. That's so fucking cool. Like, just see a guitar battle between Kurt Cobain and Jimi Hendrix. Like, you gotta do Hendrix and Van Halen. That's what you gotta do. Somebody on Sora do that. I don't have an iPhone, so I can't do it.
Hey, you know what? Maybe they will, but I will say that people are already doing rap battles, such as the case when Macho Man did a rap battle with Eazy-E.
Step in a circle, stop like a bull, brother. Go to my neck, I declare another summer. I'm storming the steps and thunder in the leather. You only ride waves when they come with the weather.
Well, dude.
Hey, if you've heard Macho Man's rap battle, you know he can spit. That's for fucking sure right there.
Yeah, no, he can rap. That was so cool to see, man. Like, more of that. More Macho Man rap battles. Like, Macho Man versus Eminem. Like, just do more of that.
Oh, but you gotta hear Eazy-E's bar.
Yo, it's easy with the ruthless grin, stepping out the shadows where the kings begin. You flex loud, I move low, still win. I'm street certified, you're just a costume in the gym.
Hey, this is
amazing.
This is the future of wrestling, I tell you.
Like, people are out here shitting on AI. Oh, it's awful, it's horrible. Motherfucker, I just saw Macho Man having a rap battle. That's fucking amazing.
Heck yeah. Well, you know what? You also see situations where Macho Man and Roddy Piper are at McDonald's. You know, Roddy doesn't appreciate the fact that Macho Man confronted him.
Piper, you think you can cut from the Macho Man for a Big Mac? Oh yeah, not today.
I don't care that first line of person's face, pal. You're not tougher than me.
Step up and taste the madness.
It's the chemicals in the fast food, I tell you. And not only are they fighting at Popeyes, they're fighting at McDonald's now.
That's amazing, dude. This is, like, I don't know how you can hate on AI. I don't understand it. Like, I don't get it. Like, I understand that, like, some people, oh, it's cheap, it's not made by humans. I hear you on that. But for the love of God, look at what we just fucking watched. Look at what we just watched. No person made that.
Just a machine, man, straight up. Yeah. And you know what, though? I mean, we showed you a few of what happened with Mr. Rogers, a few of the wrestling situations. Well, apparently he wrestled Dale Earnhart Jr. I didn't know about this.
What is he thinking?
Fantastic. That's what I like to see, man. And
I mean, you got a little work to do, but it's getting there. It's pretty quick.
I mean,
Pretty quick.
yeah. Some people, they're working on it. But I will say that Bob Rossi's not afraid to do a flaming tables match with Mr. Rogers, and they did that.
They're both up there. No way. Oh my God. Spanish fly off the top of the ladder. Through the flaming table. Both men are wrecked. Bob Ross and Mr. Rogers just went straight to the canvas with fire.
I just painted a pretty little flaming table there. Put it right through it.
Oh man, that's so cool, man. Like this is so cool. For the people hating on AI, I don't get it. I honestly don't.
They're gonna hate, man. That's what they do. I mean,
I'm sorry, just real quick, because a lot of them don't know what it is. They haven't used it, so they're coming at it from an ignorant standpoint. If you use AI and get a better understanding of what it is, you realize it's just a robot. That's all it is, and it's improving year over year in leaps and bounds.
That it is, man. And we're seeing the improvement, not even by a yearly basis, almost feels like a monthly basis now. I mean, it's getting to the point that you see Benjamin and Washington, two historical figures, having a battle in the ring with a flaming table.
Got him up. Power bomb to the flames. It's independence.
I would have never thought Benjamin Franklin could do that, but damn, he's surprised me with the strength.
They could go, man. They had the work rate back in the day. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that our founding fathers had the work rate? But this just goes to show they had the work rate.
That they did. Well, not only did the founding fathers have work rate, but also Stephen Hawking had work rate. I know, he's in a wheelchair. How can he do that? Let me show you.
Einstein's got a hold of him. No way he can lift it. Look at the strings peeling Hawking right out of that chair.
Warning, vertical displacement detected.
Einstein throws, oh my, over the top. Hawking is out of the ring.
They should have done a better job putting up those ropes, but fuck it.
It's Stephen Hawking. He could bust the ropes. He used physics to his advantage. I don't know. Who knows? But you know what? That was awesome.
Heck yeah. And that's the thing, too, is AI sometimes has a hard time creating modern wrestlers. So what it'll do is it'll just take two wrestlers and mix them together. So here we got Seth McIntyre throwing Hawkins over the top rope.
He's got Hawking up. No way. He's lifting him straight out of the chair. This crowd cannot believe what they're seeing. Devastating slam. I am still...
Devastating slam to the knee. Oh, you can't beat that.
Devastating. Ruined him. He'll never be able to watch. Never mind.
Well, you know what, Rollins, we've seen him do some dirty things to get the Money in the Bank Championship. Well, apparently the Money in the Bank Championship opened, then people ran right for the contents.
Wait, oh, pumped money everywhere. The case just exploded. And here comes, what in the world, the whole crew storming the ring. That's a posse of Orthodox heavyweights. They're scooping up the cash. This is...
Oh, God.
Yeah, his Jew posse to scoop up all the money. But, you know, good for Seth Rollins. At least he's got backup somewhere with the vision turned on him, so he did something. But I will say, though, that if you haven't seen the Battle of Hitler versus the Jewish WWE superstars, you're missing out.
The Third Reich rises one more time in this ring, and you, Hogstein, will kneel before history's greatest strategist. Strategist? Brother, the only thing you're planning is how fast you're gonna tap. This Monday on Raw is War, 1998 gets a history lesson. Making his way to the ring from someone that should have stayed in the history book, the so-called Führer himself. Hogstein is back on Raw is War. The crowd is out of their minds, JR. Look at the size of him, look at that ink. Star of David right on his chest. Championship on the line. Hogstein got a hook. No way, he's pulling this up. Vertical suplex. Ring shot with the Roman Buster. His face. This is the top of the mountain, and I stand here alone. Look at this, history body slamming you, Adolf. This Sunday at WrestleMania, live on Raw is War, the bald brawler Steingold Steve Berg steps into the ring with one of history's most infamous tyrants, Adolf Hitler.
What the fuck is this? Steingold Steinberg?
We missed out on that timeline, I tell you.
Oh my God, dude! Like it's just getting crazier. This is fucking crazy. Just what they can do now with AI. It's only gonna get better. Like the crazy shit you come up with, you can probably do in there.
Well, it's even to the point that we're finding ads from the past that I didn't know existed. So apparently Bam Bam Bigelow was selling his own Easter egg coloring kit.
Hey, it's Bam Bam Bigelow, and I bring the heat everywhere, even to Easter. Check this out. Bam Bam's Blazing Egg Paint Kit. 8 scorching colors, flame stencils, and everything you need to turn your eggs into hot little mess.
I think they saw his head and they went from there. What can I say?
It's like, yeah, perfect. You're the perfect spokesman.
Yes, Paz hired him right in the instant. So, but you know, though, I'm glad to see that Eddie was able to get some franchise businesses going before he retired off into the heavenly sunset. Apparently, he started up his own lowrider drive-in.
Órale, mi gente. Welcome to the very first night at Guerrero's Drive-In. Yeah, that's right. Movies, bajo las estrellas, nothing but low lows and good vibes. Got a ticket? If not, I got you. Grab a taco, kick back, let that screen light up.
Damn.
Okay, I mean, fuck, Eddie Guerrero driving theater. All right, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, I mean, if you got a lowrider, you're good to go. You get tacos, get a good flick. So, but you know, they'll come to find out that even Ultimate Warrior did a little dabbling with the cooking show. So here he is with Julia Child cooking up a recipe.
Warriors, we stir the power into the sauce. Tasted the thunder, Julia. All right, then flip your chicken. Just like the ultimate chip.
They're working on something there, man. They're getting something going. But
I mean, and he had to go through a lot before doing that. He had his vocal cord swap with the Macho Man, and he's just trying to make it work.
It's not easy. It's not very easy. But same thing with Bruce. Not a lot of people knew that Bruce Lee joined the NWO with Tupac back in the day. We got the footage for you.
Yo, you looking at the chance, the illest duo walking, going on the show, the attitude on 100. Anybody thinking they something up? Step up and get stepped
The Dragon and the Outlaw. Speed.
That's crazy, dude.
That'd be a sick combo right there. You know, and it's even to the point that we're finding footage of mascots that brawled it out in a WWE ring.
Listen to this place. The elephant from Tuscaloosa is in the building. From the University of Alabama, Big Al. Look at that hell, don't balance. Big Al has no clue. Leaps, crossbody, the dog gets right cover. Smoky fish. Spend my dollar. Mark in a modern needs round.
Smokey got the work rate.
That's right. Yes, he does. And he's got the work rate. You got the proof right there. You just saw it.
Yeah, he does. Well, and you know what? I gotta say, also, Shotzi. I don't know if not Shotzi Blackheart, but I don't know if you remember Shotzi from that 70s show. You remember the little dog?
Yeah, the little wiener dog.
Apparently, he wrestled a vacuum cleaner.
Here he comes, the hot dog of war. Is that a vacuum? It's rolling down to the ring like it owns the place.
Dawson's on the top rope, look out! Through the flaming table!
The vacuum is cooked.
Cook that vacuum.
Cook that fucking vacuum. And that's some good, wholesome wrestling right there. A dog versus a vacuum. Right.
Straight up. Well, and you know what? It got to the point that even biblical figures are stepping in the ring. So here's a little biblical beatdown for you.
Look at that glare! Moses is locked in on the Pharaoh. He's raising the table. Oh my word! Over the spine. The commandments just got delivered. Pharaoh is down.
The commandments just got delivered.
Okay. This is great. Like, just wait until they actually can do long form AI production. Like you can make like a minute video, a half an hour video. Like, this is gonna be fucking cool.
Well, like how it is nowadays is you have to do a lot of piece together. So you have to do a lot of small clips, piece them together into something almost like a video package, not quite a full scene, but a video package. But this guy did a great job, whoever it is, on what would happen if South Park came to real life.
Eric is cashing in. The briefcase is in hand. He's straight to the ring. This is happening right now in WrestleMania. Come on, Jesus! 1, 2. He did it. Eric has me swinging those punches like a madman. Oh no! He's right on the edge. Look at him off the shelf. Oh my God! Timmy just chaos and Kenny are on top of the cage. Nothing good happens.
Eric just shoved him.
Hey, hold on. This is breaking down.
They're throwing fists.
Eric and Kyle are brawling backstage. Referee's trying to fight out. When any of you think this is my house, my rules, and every superstar now locker up from behind. Oh my goodness! They just speared the principal right off the stage. He folded it. That's Eric, the WWE champion. The cops out of nowhere. 3 got teenagers are following the champ. Eric is all the way up top. He's looking straight down at Kyle, who's sprawled on that table. This is insane. Eric takes flight. What's in it? Chili. Award-winning action.
You didn't, like, do anything to it, did you?
Scott, it's definitely not your parents. Just take a bite.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll see.
Can you imagine if WWE actually used the AI talents of the people that were posting these videos, and they actually used that on TV, what we could see?
Well, and that's the crazy thing too, because like it's from my experience, like you can make some really cool shit with, as we just saw, you can make some really cool shit with AI. You can make great videos, like creative videos, songs, and all the cool stuff. But like they're just gonna bring in some like bland corporate guy that doesn't know what the fuck he's doing with it. Like you gotta have like it's because it's a robot, it's a tool that you can use for creative people. Like you gotta have a really creative person with this tool to use that knows how to use it. That's how you really get the results that WWE would want out of this.
Absolutely. And it is time for Wrestling Fans Being Idiots, where we talk about not only the wrestling fans being idiots, but also the wrestlers interacting with these stupid wrestling fans. So Dustin Rhodes did just that. So Angelique Arting said it's time for MAGA to own this. No more blaming Biden. No more blaming Obama. No more blaming Kamala or Clinton. You did this. You voted for this. Own it. And Dustin said, yeah, we're getting it. It's great. It's not smart, dude. You spend all this time being Mr. LGBTQ, Mr. Liberal Warrior, Mr. Protect Tony Khan, and then you stick up for Trump. Not smart, bro.
Well, I mean, considering the company he's into, you know, I mean, they're not Republicans. There aren't many Republican AEW fans. Let's put it that way.
No, not at all. We were talking earlier about Tony and the possibility of him having conversations with Lou Thez when he was 12 years old. I don't know how the fuck this happened, but apparently Charlie Thez, the wife of Lou Thez, who's still surprisingly alive, wasn't in attendance at Wrestle Dream. So maybe Shahid did pay off Lou Thez to talk to his son. Who knows?
Unfortunately, I did watch Wrestle Dream. I did see that segment. It was the Jamie Hayter versus Tekla match, and like they had Jamie Hayter going out there and basically sucking Charlie Thez's dick, and they had Tekla being the rude bitch to her, and of course Tekla lost the match. You know, great, why build up an up-and-coming star? Not just have Jamie Hayter goes over who no one fucking cares about. So yeah, they had Charlie Thez on there, and what was funny is that Tony Schiavone fucking called that like you had what's his name? Nigel McGuinness referred to Charlie as Lou Thez. Tony Schiavone fucking insulted with the fucking desk. Like, yeah, you really got that one right there, buddy. And that was fun. That was one of the more entertaining parts of the show. But other than that, the pay-per-view sucked. If you paid money for it, shouldn't have.
You could tell that both Tony Schiavone and Jim Ross are they're fed up with AEW. They're done with it. At this point, they're just collecting a paycheck and waiting until this contract expires so they can get the fuck out.
I mean, like, it's because it feels hopeless. It feels like, what's the point when Tony Khan isn't listening and a lot of the lunatics are running the asylum? It's like, it's a hopeless situation. The only thing you can do is just leave and go to a better situation. Like, I hate to say it right now, but TNA is a better situation because at least they have more of a professional production going on. They at least have people who know what the fuck they're doing to some degree. Whereas with Tony Khan, it's like there's no hope.
No, there isn't. And it sucks. It really sucks because Tony is he's mailing it in, dude. We give him criticism of what's he do. He puts on 6-person intergender tag team matches on Collision. He does not learn. He has Willow Nightingale beating up his top tag team. He does not learn.
No, he doesn't learn. He doesn't care to learn because it's like he's running AEW as a hobby. At the end of the day, it's a hobby. So he's going to let a lot of the people who should not have voices, like Mercedes Marquez, get a voice. She's going to let Jon Moxley have a voice. He's going to let Hangman Adam Page have a voice and create, or at least like pitch ideas. A lot of the shit that he's getting, it's not helping his company. But he's going to keep doing what he's doing, and the competition's going to thrive. So yeah, great. Or well, I mean, they're going to do better than AEW, so they're not going to die as fast as AEW is. So yeah.
Well, Tony, he's not going to listen to anybody, not the fans, not former employees. So Sarah Stock said, you know who should stop this? Mothers with the remote control. This is worse than the plastic bag over the head. Kids are going to end up dead trying this stuff at home at AEW. So I quote tweeted her and said, only fat dorks with no kids are watching this shit. Please shut the fuck up. It's like, dude, if you look at AEW's fan base, they don't have kids. And not only that, but what responsible parent would let their fucking kid watch that John Moxley Darby Allin match anyways? You know what's going to happen.
Like, exactly. It's like, it's not up, like, at some point the parents have to be responsible. It's not entirely up to the company to cater to one fucking obnoxious asshole parent out there. No, the company does have a responsibility, sure, but it's ultimately the fucking parenting that matters. These parents should actually be doing their job and teaching kids, hey, maybe not a good idea to wrap a plastic bag over somebody's head or drown them. You know, just saying.
Well, that's the thing too, is when we were kids, what we did is we did hardcore the right way. We used clipboards, we used light bulbs, we used doors. I mean, shit, that's the right way. These fuckers nowadays, these kids, they don't hardcore wrestle. I mean, if they do hardcore wrestle, it's in their VR headset. It's sure in real life like we did.
Yeah, it's not like it was back in the past, like where you were actually doing a lot of this shit. Now a lot of it's being done in video games. Let's be real. Like that's where a lot of kids are doing this shit is in video games, not in real life. I mean, I'm sure some of it happens from time to time, but not as often as it did back in our time. I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's parenting. Sarah Stock, like you can blame the company all you want. At the end of the day, the parents have to parent.
Straight up. I mean, it trips me out that there's even this conversation happening. Any responsible parent wouldn't let their kid watch Wrestle Dream. It's as simple as that.
Right. No, I completely agree. Because I mean, at the very least, you're gonna be bored the entire fucking time. I was bored. I was trying to watch that fucking shit. I was bored. I was trying to give AEW a chance. They pissed me off to the point now where I don't know if I'm gonna watch another episode of Dynamite in the next month or two or three. I don't know when I'm gonna watch another episode of Dynamite or give it a chance again. Because I'm so fucking pissed off. Nothing that I like happened on the show. Nothing.
Exactly. And you know, though, I hate to make you a little bit more angrier, but AEW fans enjoying wrestling, WWE fans enjoying wrestling. What do you say about this, JC?
Well, I mean, you know, AEW fans, if they want to be in delusion and ignore the fact that, you know, AEW's viewership is dying right in front of them, the fact that they had like what 600,000 to 700,000 viewers to start the year, now they're down around anywhere from 320,000 to under 600,000. Like there's been a noticeable drop, and you got to cope with it any way you can, AEW fans. But come on, you got to admit that there's a fucking problem here. And for WWE fans, hey, there's another problem. There's also a problem with WWE as well. It's not just AEW. But yeah, no, I'm not saying one's better than the other. I'm saying that both are fucking dying because they're both putting on long boring matches that casual fans don't care about.
Absolutely. They just don't realize the detriment of what they're doing. You know, they don't realize the bigger picture. It's sad. But this person is the king of not realizing the bigger picture. One of the most hated people on X right now for me is Pro Wrestling Finesse because he's just a grand retard. He says, imagine the scenes. Gunther has John Cena locked in a sleeper hold. Cena fights for his life. Vince trap for Cena. He keeps fighting until he has nothing left and passes out. Cena loses his final match but lives up to his motto of never giving up. Will perhaps. I know Triple H probably nutted like 3 times just reading that.
I don't know if I can blow another. Oh wait, I can blow another.
He'll find a way.
He'll find a way. He's a wrestling match mark obsessed perv. He'll find a way. Gunther versus Cena locked in a sleeper hold. Come on. Gunther versus Cena for the final match. No. Randy Orton, Brock Lesnar. That's the way you fucking go. Or The Rock.
It has to be a really big name, like a household name if you're going to have him go out on his last match. Don't have him put anybody over. Fuck that shit. Because obviously, you've had Gunther beat all these other big names. It's done nothing for his career. Well, you think John Cena's going to be the magical opponent that makes him this massive superstar? No, it's not. Nobody cares about John Cena anymore. And he even knows it. That's why he's trying to get out of wrestling. So, but you do have fans, though, that care very passionately about John Cena. That they dream book him in the stupidest scenarios, like this fan right here.
Motherfucker, I just realized Jonathan Felix Anthony Cena Jr. from Westbury, Massachusetts is not a Grand Slam fucking champion. He never had the motherfucking IC title around his waist. See, this is the shit that be pissing me off, bro. Why not make that the main source of fucking focus at the beginning of his retirement tour? That way he could have never turned fucking heel, and he could have got the IC title from Braun Breaker at the point. Yeah, I understand Dom winning it was good, but Dom could have won it off of Jonathan. But could you motherfucking imagine Jonathan Felix Anthony Cena Jr. from Westbury, Massachusetts
grabbing the IC title as a babyface, but being 100% completely aware that time is running out. And now that he's Grand Slam champion, he needs number 17 to make history. That's why you turn him heel, G. That would have made more fucking sense, G. Instead of the creative team and TKO time to the Rock when the Rock said he wasn't gonna beat up. They made prerogative of selling tickets over good fucking storylines of professional wrestling. And that shit been pissing me off lately, G. Could you imagine Jonathan Felix Anthony Cena Jr. Wrestling match choose to turn heel during his last match to catch a motherfucking 17 and then retiring with the motherfucking belt? G, what the fuck? What about Anthony Joshua Styles taking the title off of Dirty Dom just for Jonathan to take the title off of him at Crown Jewel so he can retire as Grand Slam champion? Triple what? Triple fuck you, Nick.
See, I like the fact that even the stupidest fans out there are actually hating Triple H.
Good.
I'll give them that. I think his plan is fucking stupid. John Cena don't need no mid-card title.
No.
That's whatever. It's almost like if you had a retarded version of Bernie Mac that was obsessed with John Cena. That's what it reminds me of. Hey, all I was waiting like, I was waiting for him to name his astrological sign and his penis size. Like, that's all that was left.
Oh, God. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, we're talking about John Cena here. Yeah, he had to have a fucking world title. And should he have turned heel at Mania? No, because again, you're trying to build up this intrigue into WrestleMania. You're trying to sell tickets. A babyface versus babyface match is not intriguing. A John Cena heel versus a babyface Cody, that's more intriguing. So that's why it made a lot of sense. Now, the problem with it is the way it was handled, the way it was treated, the booking, the illogical storyline that Cena went with as to why he turned heel. No, it was Triple H, horrible creative, which ruined it.
Oh, it always does. He's got the shit touch. You know this by now. I mean, that's why he pushes dirtbags like Io Sky. So, gotta love this fan discourse right here. So Tomas Santos says, okay, then simple. Send a come back to the farm and never come back. Weave Glue says, too bad he sells and draws too much for that ever to happen. Keep watching Io Sky. Tomas Santos says, Io has outdrawn Lesnar at literally every level for years, especially this one.
Bro.
Thank you, Cena says, Io can wrestle and is not washed sex predator, gets gassed in seconds. Good lord.
I mean, gas, like, cover yourself in gas and light the match, buddy. I mean, good fucking God.
Yes.
Woof. Yeah, I mean, good fucking God. Io outdraws Lesnar. In what universe does Io outdraw Brock Lesnar? Ask any TKO executive. Excuse me, sir. Does Io Sky outdraw Lesnar? They would laugh at you.
At this point, I just want them both in a fucking gladiatorial pit and a fight to the death. You think Io Sky is so fucking tough? Put her against the man that hunts and kills at least 300 creatures every year. Fuck you.
Do a special match. One of a kind never happened before. Probably will never happen again.
No weapons. No weapons. Like, and I want to see her arms get torn off by this fucking human gorilla.
The shaved ape knows Brock Lesnar. I love it. Do like a Hardy compound, like the Brock Death Fortress match. It's just them, no weapons. He's hunting her down. She's hunting him down. He finds her within 2 minutes. Oh, you ripped my arm off. Oh, you ripped my arm off. That would be the match in like 2 minutes. Just be like Brock ripping her limbs off.
And then he's got both arms and he keeps on smacking her with her own hands. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Oh, stop hitting me. Go on, motherfucker.
Oh, that'd be fucking great. It's like snowing outside and there's like fucking wolves howling in the background.
You hear that? They're gonna chew on your flesh.
They're coming for you. I'm gonna leave you here. You're gonna get eaten by wolves. What are you gonna do about it?
Have you ever seen how big Canadian timber wolves are? They're like fucking mini deer. They're fucking huge.
Bro, they're like Clydesdales. They're fucking huge.
Yeah. A pack of those.
They're huge.
A pack of those, dude. They would make Io Sky breakfast within probably 15 minutes. Pick her clean.
I'll think like 15 seconds. You can see like a pack of them just like munching on her, and then like you see her like with flesh, and then like 10 seconds later, she's just bones.
Keep in mind, this is all politically in the war of ideas, theoretically, in a creative universe.
Yes, it's a fantasy booking. We're goofing around. We're not being serious.
Right. So that's what we do here. That's what we do. But I just want to show one of our fans, head check a fan. So Gen X casual wrestling fan was speaking with Sarito, who said she speaks good English for fuck's sake.
No.
Gen X says, but what is her gimmick? May I ask you, bro? I ain't your bro, and till she's over, again she speaks great English. Gen X says you didn't answer my question. What is her gimmick? I don't know what Io Sky's character is. Sarito says she's the genius of the sky. She's over without a gimmick. You're just hating because to you she doesn't speak English well.
What the fuck is wrong with this guy? She's the genius of the sky. That's not a gimmick, idiot. That's a catchphrase. That'd be like saying LA Knight's gimmick is that's his gimmick.
What's it? They don't even know what a fucking star is nowadays. They're clueless. They have no idea.
Macho Man's character is, oh yeah. Fuck you, you fucking upside down question mark, regular question mark, C at Arlito, doubt. Like, fuck you and your question marks.
I'm not gonna even try to pronounce that correctly. Cerrito, Chorito, Carlito, whatever the fuck it is. I don't give a shit. He's a fucking
he's a goofy fuckwad.
That he is. Well, though, I'm glad to see that, one thing it's a big problem with just about every Twitter post you go under that's popular, you're gonna see some fucking ethot trying to pawn off her shit body and get a couple bucks over on OnlyFans. And I like how this fan responded. So, Angel Fernandez said, I just broke into your house. What's your next move? This fan said, last name Fernandez, stay right there. Tom the catch the Mexicans. Oh, wait, I thought you meant little boys. Damn it!
Yeah. Where's your lucha mask there, little lady? You don't have the right look. What the hell's going on? You don't look like a 5'2", 110-pound tattoo-covered lucha jobber. What are you doing here?
I like the little lucha guys. If it's not 5 foot or smaller, you don't get on the ride. How?
And that's the thing about the luchas. They're all the same. They're all the same dude. They're all under 6 feet tall. None of them have a personality. They all wear stupid, goofy-looking gas fucking masks with glitter and fucking shiny shit on it. Lucha fucking sucks. I've tried to give it a chance time and time again. Maybe it's just not for me. Maybe I'm not seeing the brilliance in Lucha Libre, where it literally looks all the fucking same and it's just the same thing you get. It's like mariachi music. It's timeless throughout history. It's all the same fucking shit from the fucking 1900s till now. There's no difference.
Well, you grew up on charisma, personality, and mic skills, and that's something that a lot of these Mexican companies, doesn't matter if they're CMLL, AAA, even the smaller ones, none of them really emphasize true character and personality. They just throw a mask on and try to shittily emulate whatever character they're supposed to be. That's the peak of their charisma and personality. You hear promos from every one of them. It's all the same.
Oh, I'm so happy to compete in America and improve my work rate to our fans and show them amazing moves they never seen before.
No, we saw them back in the fucking late 90s in WCW, asshole, when Eric Bischoff brought in all the fucking top luchadors. It's nothing new.
Well, and then not only that, but like the Halloween Havoc 97 match between Eddie and Ray, no lucha match now is anywhere near that good.
No, well, that's the thing too. It's like, even back then, you see like the interviews, and Ray was saying, hey man, when I went in that match, something took over. It was all automatic, and you could see just their chemistry. These two had amazing chemistry. I'm sure Eddie and Ray worked 1,000 times before they ever competed in WCW in that match. But the chemistry that they had, you just don't see that nowadays. Even with these luchadors, you see botch after botch after botch, especially the ones that people jack off to, like Penta or Phoenix. Botch machines. What's so fucking special?
Nothing. It's all the same shit. It's all flip flop, bing bong, kick, punch, shitty looking punch. No sell, bing bong, 20 minutes later the match is over, and you're bored, and you don't care who won. That's every lucha match now.
Pretty much. Somebody that loves that shit, that was Darby. And this fan, though, can't stand Darby because she feels he's an abuser and says, anyway, remember, it's fuck abusers. You really think he's gonna see your fat fucking pig claw all the way up in the nosebleeds? You fucking goth pig, fuck off.
Anyway, it's fuck abusers day.
So if you see a goth pig flipping people off and blocking off the camera, that's her. That's the fucking one. Fucking gross.
I hate these fucking people. Why do you need to fucking care about that? Just enjoy the match. Like, if you're spending that kind of money, just enjoy the match. Do you need to make a political statement all the fucking time to feel like you matter? Because you don't, you fat bitch. No one cares.
Well, these are the same fans that proudly support CM Punk because he adheres to their ideals. So Wrestle Feature says it's been almost 2 years. Not one single negative incident has occurred backstage with this man. He evidently fit perfectly in the modern day locker room. Toxic LOL. Well, because he's getting pussy left and right.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be angry either if you got fucking pussy, but you never do, you British fucking dork. That's why you're pissed off about fake wrestling all the time.
Yeah, it's like CM Punk probably want to fuck all the chicks, and probably some of them in over AW, and they say, ew, gross. He's like, you fucking bitch, Tony, I hate it here. I'm leaving. And he went over down to NXT, and now he gets to have a fucking field day. All that fucking hot young pussy. You know, he gets to scissor with all that hot young pussy now. So, you know what? I can understand why Punk is happy now. He's a happy guy.
I wait for him to cut his dick off and just be like CM Trans. I wait for that to happen.
Maybe he did. I mean, you know, he looks a little flat down there.
A little light the loafer, so to speak. But a very important Virtue Signaler Online visionary Mike got into some trouble with the trans community recently. So Seth Rollins fan apologizes for telling trans woman to kill herself in WWE dispute. Mike, operator of the X-account visionary Mike with over 10K followers, publicly apologized on October 14, 2025 after telling the transgender wrestling fan CTE Trigger to end her life and misgendering her during an online argument about Seth Rollins' WWE storyline. The dispute arose from a comment on Rollins' fabricated knee injury narrative, leading to widespread criticism in the IWC for promoting toxicity and suicide encouragement, while a minority defended the incident as free speech. Most condemned it as harmful to fandom dynamics, with CTE Trigger yet to respond. Good lord, see, this is what happens when you get an account with over 10K in the IWC. You get hounded by these fuckers to apologize for shit. Granted, he shouldn't have been threatening somebody's life or telling them to kill themselves over a fucking WWE storyline dispute. That's stupid, but these are the wrestling fans we have left.
Right, I mean, this is, not the right environment to be doing that in.
No, not at all.
For shame.
Very much so. But you know, these fans, they're saying that Seth picked the perfect time not to be out. He could be rocking this awesome gimmick. So T-Pain and Crocs are teaming up to release Boots with the Fur coming October 23rd. Steve said Seth Rollins got injured at the worst possible time. You still don't think he's going to dress like a fruit and come down on fucking crutches? I mean, that's the thing about Triple H. You don't give a fuck if anybody else is injured on the roster. Seth Rollins could literally be held together with glue, and he'd be dragging him out there every fucking Raw. It don't matter.
You see, like, Seth duct taping his knee back together. All right, hey, you got another one in you? Did you go back in there? He's doing the Vince shit that he would do to Punk. It's like, you think you're ready for Monday, pal? It's like,
Fuck you, asshole. I'm still fucking recovering from my broken leg.
I can just see him going up to Seth. I heard the surgery was a success. So when can we get you back in?
I don't know. You're not going to say I should probably recover. I recommend I take some time off.
All right, I'm going to talk to Michael PSAs. You be back next week for,
We're
going to clear you.
I don't know. It's not a good idea.
I'm going to have Michael PSAs pull some sorcery and clear you.
But my knee, I got to say my knee. No.
We need you. We'll just have you stand around and talk real boringly with Paul Heyman for 50 minutes. I'll grudge his out.
All right, I'll get the girl in shape. Damn it. Becky, get the tape. I got to tape it back together.
I'm using it for my fat cock. You're going to have to wear it. So Sammy, he is the one who wanted Dragunov to get it. But Vanessa put this out there. Check the date on here, October 17th. Right. This is proof that Triple H is either he has this as his burner account, or he pays attention to this account heavily to give him this dream match at the last minute on SmackDown.
Or, maybe Vanessa's a part of the creative team.
Could be. I can see it. I mean, he's stupid enough to be a yes man for Triple H, so I buy it.
It wouldn't surprise me that you got yes men on the fucking creative team that are running social media accounts, influencing people. Wouldn't surprise me at all that Triple H probably went out to maybe he is, maybe he's not. I'm just throwing this out there as a possibility that maybe Triple H saw finesse and he's like, hey, you know what? Yeah, if you can suck my cock, I'll put you on the creative team, and here we go.
It figures. I mean, he loves his yes men. So I mean, look at AEW; they're no different. It's all the same, even TNA. So all these companies, man.
Will Washington really deserves his job at AEW. Huh?
Oh, totally, completely. He's such an asset to the company. But people want Sammy to be at WrestleMania 42 in the main event so badly. So the house that Kami built said the agenda is clear for WrestleMania 42. Either get on the train while you still can, or watch as it runs you over.
What a dork. Yeah, or I'll just fucking not watch. How about that?
Well, he doesn't realize that putting Sammy as the champion. You already thought it was bad with Isla Dragunov being the U.S. champion. No, you make Sammy the world champion, you will cut the ratings down to about 700 to 600,000 on SmackDown. They will be getting Dynamite ratings with Sammy as the champ, guaranteed.
Oh yeah, no, they'll be regularly getting, if that happens by, let's see, WrestleMania 42, so the fall of 26. If they do that in the fall of 26, SmackDown will be getting about 600,000 viewers. They'll be getting Dynamite ratings now that they're getting.
It's going to be really bad, folks. I mean, these fans, they're just starting to see the decline. We've been telling it forever where it would go if they keep on doing this shitty Triple H booking. And I'm sorry, but AI and pressuring from networks is not enough to save how far down in the hole Triple H has put this company. It is. It's going to take a real creative genius, aka Vince McMahon and Shane, to even save this fucking dying company. WWE dies, wrestling dies with it, trust me. People don't want this to happen. You don't want Sami Zayn to be champion because then you kill wrestling, you fucking idiot.
Well, and that makes a lot of sense too, because like the casual fans are most likely going to be watching WWE. And if you lose the casual fans, you're losing a lot of people that could be going over to TNA or AEW or any other company. So like the rising tide raises all ships. And if the tide fucking recedes and goes away because casual fans are leaving WWE, they're going to leave all of the other wrestling options behind. So you're just going to be left with this more and more of a hardcore niche fan base that won't be valuable to advertisers. And what you're going to see is a lot of these wrestling companies like NXT and AEW and SmackDown not get renewed by these TV companies. And whatever deals they get will be a fraction of what they're getting now.
They don't know. They don't realize. They don't. No. Here's the thing: is even if it goes with WWE being on YouTube, they'll still be like, "I don't give a shit. They're still getting that sweet YouTube ad money. They're doing good." You don't know how much YouTube does not pay people well for YouTube ads. That's why I don't even know why people bother with that shit. You're not getting paid shit for it unless you get like over 1 million subscribers and 1 million views. Unless you're getting over 1 million views, really, it doesn't even matter. It's like why bother?
Absolutely. And but for like a company like WWE and all the fucking overhead and all the expenses that they have, they can't afford to only be relying on YouTube revenue. The only reason why they're profitable this year is because of the fucking contracts they have. These streaming deals, these TV deals. Like, it's bringing in so much money to WWE that they can't replace it if they lose it all. Like that's the issue.
No, it's just a gouging wound that is just bleeding out with nobody trying to tourniquet it. That's what it really is at this point. But at least we have All Day in his amazing WrestleMania matches. He says that this is one of the top 3 WrestleMania main event matches in WWE history. I swear these fans have been watching for like 5 years. They have no recollection of what happened in the 2000s, in the 90s, none of that shit.
Well, it's a shame too because like they don't know. They genuinely don't know any better. Just go back and watch the old shit. What you're gonna find is that it's so much more. It's edgy. It's much more of a faster pace. It's much more captivating and engaging than what we got now. You realize when you watch old wrestling content just how fucking stale and bland everything is now.
Oh yeah, it's all vanilla, it's all homogenized. Nobody wants to see this shit. It gets worse with every year because they're trying to make it a kiddie product, but kids haven't cared about WWE in a while. What makes you think that they're going to care about Cody Rhodes as a champion? Cody Rhodes isn't badass. At least with John Cena, he lifts weights, he does cool shit. Cody Rhodes is just douchebag with neck tat that wears suits and looks like Darby Harrington. What's the fucking point?
Right. I mean, like, what's the point of this guy? Like we've seen. And here's the thing: like, you want to talk about stale? Who main evented WrestleMania 39 in Hollywood over at SoFi?
It's right there. They had to get him. They had to get him. They had no other choice.
Who main evented WrestleMania 40 the following year?
They had to get him. They had no other choice.
Who main evented WrestleMania 41 the year after that?
They keep on beating themselves in the grave is the biggest problem.
It's they can't get off Cody not being in the main event. Like, Cody being in the main event, it's going to get fucking stale after a while, and we're seeing it.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's really terrible what we got going on. And these fans, though, they love trying to correct all the other wrestling fans about how to say names. So this dork says, why do so many WWE employees still not pronounce Stephanie Vaquer's name correctly? It's one thing when it's fans, but when your own coworkers who are supposed to be promoting you can't even pronounce your name right, it comes off as highly unprofessional, especially from the commentators. She's already spoken about how it's pronounced Vaquer, but you're still on television. I hear people say Vaquer. Let Booker T say it however the fuck he wants. He's trying to make this boring bitch exciting by fucking up her name, okay? Fuck off.
Right. Guys, this is not a big deal. Vaquer. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. It really doesn't. Is Vaquer so important to the company that we have to worry about the pronunciation of her name? No.
To this fucking nerd it is, though. But that's why I like that Booker T just fucks around with it. Have fun with these boring wrestlers. That's the best thing you can do. And it seems that JD from New York, one of his favorite wrestlers of all time, he finally had to turn his back on him. He had nothing but laughs and jeering for Andrade, his once favorite wrestler.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Listen, are you serious with that story? Are you really serious with that story? So you're telling me that Andrade didn't know he had a 90-day non-compete clause from WWE. He shows up on AEW Dynamite on October 1st. He attacks Kenny Omega. They theoretically set up a pay-per-view match for Kenny Omega because they don't want to go to the Kyle Fletcher match so soon for the TNT Championship. He's off TV for 3 weeks. People start wondering what's going on. And then the real reason is why he's off TV is because WWE sent a cease and desist letter to AEW to not use Andrade because he has a 90-day non-compete clause. Oh my god! Oh my god! You can't make this up. You can't make this stuff up, man. Man, I needed that laugh today, bro. There's a lot going on that's not really all that funny to me, man. I'm quite angry nowadays. Oh, that is oh my god, man. Sloppy Shop Amateur Hour over in Jacksonville, man. I don't believe it.
Did he have Dragon Force playing in the background? What the fuck was that?
It sounded like some fucking like rip-off shitty version of Dragon Force. Yeah, him and his fucking rip-off shitty metal is not getting it done. Makes him look like a total fucking dweeb. But that's JD from New York. He's living the gimmick. He is what he is. And yeah,
here's what confuses me. Why is he upset? Or why is he laughing about this? He should be upset. Because think about it. Who was the one person that always put over Andrade? Even more than Meltzer. The one motherfucker that made Andrade and Johnny Gargano sound like wrestling gods. Who?
JD from New York constantly put him over. Look at the bangers he had to take over. It's like you gotta look at it outside of that. You can't just look at his career in a vacuum of bangers to take over and say, oh well, therefore he's great. No. You gotta show him like on the main roster to a bigger audience and if he can get over. And what we saw, he didn't get over. No one fucking cared. You know, NXT was a small pond. It's easy to look impressive in a small pond. You go to the big fucking ocean of the main roster and he just fucking drifts away. No one cared because inherently he's fucking boring. He's got no personality. He's horrible on the microphone. He has that bland fucking facial expression all the time. He's replaceable. Let's be totally fucking real about it. No one wants to say it about Andrade. He's easily replaceable. You can replace him with anybody from Mexico and they'll be just as good if not better.
They already did Santos Escobar.
There you go. Yeah. Better. He's better promo, better in the ring, more charismatic. What are you losing with Andrade? And we tried to say this from the get. We were saying this shit back when we were reviewing NXT in the black and gold era. We were saying this about Andrade. We've been consistent about this guy. We've known what he is and what he's not. And what he's not is a superstar.
Never has been, man. And this is what we tried to make a parent. And here he is laughing about it. Like, oh, I called it, guys. I called it fucking loser Andrade, not even checking with the lawyer. It's like, bro, you're the last person that should be laughing. If Johnny Gargano had some fucking sex scandal with Triple H, you would be like, look at Johnny. He got busted for fucking the boss. You were sucking them both off 5 years ago.
Absolutely. I hate that a lot of new fans don't know this about him. They don't know the hypocrisy of this guy.
And just the stupid fucking the shit that he says, even the booking decisions, like he was confused about like how you can get out of the Chris Statlander versus Mercedes Moné booking angle. Well, a really easy way to do it is there were 2 other women in the match before the last women's match was a fatal 4-way. There's 2 other women who had an equal chance of winning it. Why aren't they fucking pissed that Sasha Banks can one-up them? Why aren't they getting involved? Why don't you have a situation where it's a triple threat between Megan Bayne and Chris Statlander and Mercedes, and then you have, like, Teclis faction or whoever get in that match and take Mercedes out? You can extend the fucking title reign a little bit. Like, there's ways to do this that would make a lot more sense to where you're not boxed into a corner, but it's JD, he's retarded, and so is his fucking gay co-host that looks like a fucking meatball in a hat.
Well, that's the thing, too, is, like, you have women like Harley Cameron. Right. You have even Jamie Hayter is not terrible. Anna Jay, Tay Conte, Mina Shirakawa. It's not a lost cause over in AEW. There's women there that you can use.
No, it's not a lost cause. I mean, there's definitely things you could do. Like, one of the things you could do is, like, if you wanted to build up the Triangle of Madness with Tekla in there, have them going after Mercedes Moné. Have it be a situation where it's like, no one is there for, like, she realizes that how egotistical she's been, the roster fucking hates her. She's got no one on her side. And so while the Triangle of Madness is coming after her, beating her up in gyms, cafes, the airport, wherever, like, she's got no one to help her. Even Harley Cameron is scared to help her. Okay, so then now she has to have that realization of, like, why am I not able to have anyone have my back in this company? Like, and so then you have the realization, she looks at the titles like, what was this all for? Like, there's a story you could tell there, but unfortunately, because you have match marks like JD and his fat meatball and a hat looking co-host, they're stupid. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
They're very slow to the party. That's what I've always said about a lot of these very popular channels, is they're very late to the party.
Big time.
And that's a lot of the IWC too. They will catch on, but when it's too late. When a channel of his influence could have actually done something to cause a current, to cause a movement against Triple H, instead he sucked their dick because he wants that super chat money. That's what it comes down to.
Well, he knows. Well, he goes where the fan base goes, and when you see him more critical about Triple H as of late, it's because the the IWC is more critical of Triple H as of late. It's he's not necessarily setting the tone; he's reacting to what's going on. So where he's swimming with the fish, he's not leading the pack.
Yeah, straight up, and that's what he does. A lot of these people are bandwagon riders; they're not leaders, and it sucks, man. It sucks that so many people buy their shit and eat it up, hook, line, and sinker. So. It's led to these shitty ratings that we see all over the place. Give them that Raw rating.
All right. So for people who don't know, the Raw rating came out, and you were expecting, well, surely they could have gotten up, like maybe, I don't know, 2.5, 2.6. No, 2.4 million.
Up. Stuck in park.
Yeah, stuck in park. And so, like, what? My belief, now, I don't have proof of this, but in my belief, from what I'm seeing, it looks to me like the booking decisions that they are making to have the turn on Seth Rollins this soon, to have the title change on SmackDown happen this quickly, it looks like they're trying to freshen things up because there's pressure from the networks for higher ratings and higher viewership. Well, it technically worked for this week for Raw. You went up a whopping 100,000 viewers from 2.3 to 2.4. You're still, like, to picture in your mind how bad that is, draw the like two lines. The top line is 5.9 million, the bottom line is 2.3. The highest rating and the lowest rating.
Think about the fact that he had to break up his premier faction.
Right.
He had to break up his premier faction just to even get people to tune into his program. Because he spent so much time with the Vision. I mean, it's his baby. Seth Rollins leading it. Shit. Paul Heyman by his side. Up-and-comer Braun Breaker and his favorite fat fuck Bronson Reed in there. Dude, it was his baby. And he had to break that shit up because of Raw pressure. I know he didn't want to do it this soon. He probably had this saved for Survivor Series or even the build-up for Royal Rumble. But he had to pull the trigger because he's desperate. That's where he's at right now.
He's pulling the trigger because I believe that from what I'm seeing, my guess is that it looks to me like the pressure is getting to him from the networks where they're not happy. They are not happy, and so now you're seeing all kinds of changes being made. AI being brought into the writing team. You're now seeing all new writers being brought in. You're seeing dramatic booking decisions that are not typical of a Triple H style of booking that you're now seeing because they realize, holy crap, we need to spruce this up. We need to get the ratings up. Well, putting the title on fucking Diarrhea Cough, who nobody fucking knows or cares about, not a good way to fucking do it.
It doesn't even seem like a Sami Zayn move. It seems like a Triple H move. The Triple H is the type of guy to give Isla Dragunov a title his first match back with no build-up. That's the type of dude that he is.
Like, Sami Zayn would just give it up on some random SmackDown.
Right. And especially Isla's first match back. What they're trying to do, I guarantee you, is build up to Gunther versus Isla Dragunov at a big event. I can see them doing that.
Of course, they've always wanted that. Like, Triple H, if he gets his way, he's going to get Gunther versus Dragunov at WrestleMania. And the dorks are going to say, oh my God, it's a banger, guys. No one fucking cares. It's just the people, it's just the match marks out there that want to reminisce and want to remember how great the banger was at NXT TakeOver. But you go back and you watch it, it's literally nothing but no selling and shitty looking chops being overrated to the heavens. It was garbage. It was a garbage match then. We were calling it out back then. And we're saying it now. It was a garbage fucking match. This is what you're going to get if Triple H remains in charge of creative. I think he's going to have one more WrestleMania under his belt, and I do think that you're going to see major creative changes that may lead to the ouster of Triple H. Because that's the problem here, is that nothing gets better until Triple H is fired. You could bring in all the AI, you could bring in all the writers. At the end of the day, if Triple H is the final decision maker, that is the main problem. And that will always ever be the main problem. He's the reason why the roster sucks. He's the reason why the creative sucks. It all leads to Triple H.
How sad is it that I can picture in an open-air arena full of half-empty seats, Isla and Gunther chopping away at each other, and fans in droves leaving to go get merch, to go take a piss, to go get a hot dog, to go get a beer. I think that will be the biggest piss break match, more so than even the women going at it.
Because you've seen it before. Like, that's the problem, is that for a lot of...
Especially in Saudi, can you imagine how fucking bad the attendance is going to be at WrestleMania in Saudi?
Isn't that WrestleMania 43?
Yeah, okay, so that's not this upcoming one, but the next one. But even if they do a rematch, I'm telling you, it's going to be bad over in Saudi.
Oh no, it is. And I think that honestly by look at the ratings now. The fact that SmackDown is almost under 1 million, like they are on the brink of hitting under 1 million viewers. That's unthinkable. Dynamite back like what? There was a few episodes of Dynamite like 4 years ago, back in 2021, 2022, where they were regularly getting not regularly. They were getting some episodes that were getting higher ratings. Dynamite and Upstart Super Indie Fed on the decline was getting ratings higher than what SmackDown is getting now.
TNA.
You can't tell me, huh?
TNA
absolutely at one point was getting high ratings, 2.28 million in 2010, I believe. So they were 1.3 million from time to time. But you got to look at it from like the TV executive perspective. How much that they were paying, how little AEW was being paid for the content back then that was getting over 1 million viewers compared to what USA Network is now having to pay for WWE for